So no one take it personal. Who not talk about done? You think me confident? All me please send for the new gun. Anything test dead. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the offshore. Take out them tongue. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the offshore. Take out them tongue. Say me see the hit man a come. Say me say me just can't done. Say me see the hit man a come. Say me say me just can't done. Them one time. Hey, they come and them finna and them things say. Them are the general. Enough of them a pose up like a them run the world. Let me tell you something. Say me gun it for me girl. Enough of them a pose like a them run the world. Let me tell you something. Say me gun it for me girl. They gun me hung up on this. Sleep with that night. If a boy try to give me shut out to my side. You know I and I is stand the mind. When you hold my cup on a strictly truth alright. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the offshore. Take out them tongue. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the offshore. Take out them tongue. Say me see the hit man a come. Say me say me just can't done. Say me see the hit man a come. Say me say me just can't done. Pick your cover. Are you very hot spot? You know see I and I me come me down and pick your cover. Are you very hot spot? You know see Cutty rank a rule up this bar. See the gunshot. When that fire hit total the informer them fi step back. You see the gunshot. When that fire hit total the informer them fi step back. You see the gunshot. When that fire hit cut. You must build a big house. Overdub got with flowers a door. We have flowers on top. Dub with the candle hit. Chopping at that mind me send you down there. Go cool and relax. You think all the day in when you eat chopping at that. Listen I and I on the mic just a trot. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the offshore. Take out them tongue. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the offshore. Take out them tongue. Say me see the hit man a come. Say me say me just can't done. Say me see the hit man a come. Say me say me just can't done.
You rent or buy a video, you need to know that the film you choose is suitable for the audience at home. To help you understand what the film is like, you may look at the certificate it has been given. This film has been classified a PG. This stands for potential gratification. Films with violence, sex, and drugs may be too arousing for a teenager. It means that parents may wish to check the film before showing it to their children. If it's an action film, it might contain bloody violence. If it's romantic, it might have some sexy scenes or very brief nudity and or sexual swearing. Video certificates are there to give you a chance to make the right choice. Thanks for listening.
A baby was born with perfect hair. His name was Conor and he didn't even care. When he looked in the mirror said I. Then he said, what? Is it I? Nah. Is it I? So I've got to go. Press the button and start the show. Give me 2 secs while I blow my nose, clear my throat and pick my hole. You You're now tuned into the Conor Gillespie Show. The Conor Gillespie Show. Hello and welcome to the Conor G Show. I am your host, and this is the Conor G Show. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Fakin Jamaican report. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the new and improved Conor G Show. Right, welcome in. We got Raw 1210, we got Rob, we got Tababo, we got Rare Witch, Ducky Mia. Welcome in, everybody. Disgrace of the Week in Android, welcome in. So I've been putting off the Fakin Jamaican report for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks now. We're doing it from the start today. The people are going crazy for the Fakin Jamaicans, and I have to give them what they want. Yes, as you can see, if you're live here with me in the chat here on Twitch, there are a number of, well, there's thousands of brand new emotes, which I have been upgrading the stream since last you saw. There's tons of new fancy things for you to play with when you're here live with us watching on Twitch. If you're watching the YouTube VOD, this will be the last free episode. We're going to continue with the red bar method of producing a live broadcast podcast stream. He hasn't steered me wrong yet, so I intend to continue following Mike's lead, right? So it's going to be, the VODs are now going to be 1 week free, 1 behind the paywall. If you were here live with us on a Monday night or whatever day the show goes live, you get that for free. You get the live show free. But the VOD now, it's going to be 1 week on, 1 week off. If anybody has any questions about that, feel free to ask and I will be as clear as I possibly can. So, how you're going to be able to access the archive every other week, it's conorg.show. That's where you get all the episodes, every single last one. So I've been getting lots and lots of encouraging comments as well as hate comments from my coverage of Tuggawar, M.R, etc. Lots of people saying, oh, you gotta do more Tuggawar, you gotta do more of this, you gotta do more of this, you gotta check out Tina Rizzle, you gotta check out Alfonso or whatever that. There's a Spanish Fakin Jamaican as well. So I've just been replying to them all. We've been covering these guys for 2 years straight. So there is a vast back catalogue of me slagging off Fakin Jamaicans. And, we started off loving M.R. What the 400 comments telling me to kill myself on YouTube in the M.R exposed video. What they don't understand is I've been following M.R. He has driven me to that point, right? So get on over to conorg.show, support the Conor G Show. All right, every other show is going to be free on youtube.com/@ConorGShow, and the rest are going to be there in the archive for you all to see. Let's see what the chat is saying. We got to meet Tababo, our friend from the States here. One of my first listeners here. Don't know him from Adam, but he's one of the first people to just show up in the chat one day and start encouraging this behavior. Tababo was there live when I discovered Hyphen for the very first time. He was there encouraging me. He called him a goober. And you meet this Tababo guy, he's just the nicest wee guy you've ever hoped to meet in your entire life, right? And we met his wife and everything, and we sort of did this unofficial Conor G Show dinner scenario type deal, which I think Disgrace of the Week in Android probably, kind of organized. I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. I didn't want any responsibilities. So stay out of my way and I'll stay out of yours. So we got Lee came down from Derry, Don Chi came from Bangor, and I came up from Dublin, right? And we all met there in Belfast, and we had a few drinks, and then we had a laugh and everything. It was lovely. Welcoming everybody. So D-Square says, OMG, I need that shambles emote. So there's a shambles, there's a few extra top tier emotes here that you only get access to if you're like I don't really understand the rules on Twitch too much, but there's a tier 2 subscription, and then there's a tier 3 subscription. So you get those for that. And then there's also, if you give like a certain amount of bits, then you can unlock these. So I'm going to show you some of these in the chat right now. These are all paintings that our friend Rob, aka RMS Art here on Twitch, he has painted these characters. Check those ones out in the chat right now. He has painted those, and then I've converted them into emote form. Isn't that lovely? And there's even one of Rob himself there, dressed up as the king, or the queen, rather. Doing his little thing like this here. How lovely is that? Got so much stuff to get through tonight. I haven't even registered the contents yet. I took last week off. And I made a Lucasade emote there, and we got loads and loads of stuff. We got cool. And lots of them are mainly Rob's paintings here that he painted from on Dollar for a Dong. He paints the little characters that we do on my show. You give him a quid and ask him to paint them, and he does with minimal whinging. Delicious cup of tea there. Yes, we got this fantastic Homer, which is Paul Morrissey as Homer, and we got a little gif of that zooming in. How perfectly does that work? And we got Amzy, we got a little Amzy gif. Who would like to hear what we have on the show for you tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I present to you the Fakin Jamaican report. Coming up, we have Xtreme Measure, getting to know him better. We've got... it seems like I've got so many notes here all collected. I don't know where to start. I really don't know where to start. I really should have had a refresher from when I made these notes 3-4 weeks ago. Right, so we've got Xtreme Measure on the RTM Podcast. He disses Tuggawar. Is that enough to make us support him and be friends with him? We get to learn a little bit about Xtreme Measure, where he's from, what he's about. Is he actually Jamaican? Because he speaks exclusively in Jamaican patois. We're going to get to the bottom of it tonight, courtesy of RTM Podcast. Big shout out to them. We'll get into that a little bit. So after Xtreme Measure disses Tuggawar, Tuggawars has been on the warpath. He's released about 5 different generic geriatric diss tracks. He also has a podcast, which I didn't realize. He's apparently had that for a couple of years. We're going to be checking in, just having a quick peek at that, seeing how ridiculously shite it is. Then we've got Tuggawar's brand new song. I cannot wait to show you that. It's wild. You've never seen anything like this brand new Tuggawar song. You're gonna hate it or love it. Then we've got a new fella to show you. His name's Kekkle. Right, big ups to Kekkle. I think we don't know if he's a Fakin Jamaican, but he is certainly a white guy. I think he subscribed to my channel or left me a comment or something, so I went to check him out. He's done a little song I'm going to play for you on the break. Then we've got this M.R. hate channel that I discovered. Now, some people might think this is an M.R. hate channel, but no. As I mentioned briefly before, we have been following him along. He forced my hand with his wicked ways. Oh. And following the M.R. hate channel, we've got M.R. Was all dressed up for the Brit Awards. I forgot to grab the image for that. Maybe someone can grab that for me or remind me when we go on the break to grab that picture. We're going to do a little fit or shit. We're going to see if you liked his little Brit Awards outfit. You're going to be voting for that, provided the poll works. We got a video of M.R being kicked off stage in Jamaica. Not as beloved as the YouTube comments would have you think. Then introducing to the Conor G Show, a woman who people have been begging me to play on my show since day one of the Conor G Show. Tina Rizzle makes her debut in the Conor G Show tonight in the Fakin Jamaican Report. All right, who knows if any of this will make it to YouTube, if it'll all be muted out because I'm using these rhythms. All right, so if that doesn't sound like much, maybe it doesn't sound like much to compare to what we're used to, but the notes I have here, the multiple links and screenshots and everything, it should take us nearly to the end. And the regular viewers here who aren't just here for Fakin Jamaicans, I got a whole bunch of stuff for you as well. We've got a creepy little video. We've got Wheelo's new car. We've got some hate mail for me. We've got a new coincidental freestyle. We've got these I'm being bullied type songs. We've got Rockstar Live. We've got a 1001 MZ videos. We also have Dirty Dinners with a toasty threat. Marcus launches yet another series. Paul Morrissey eats a burger. And Paul Morrissey goes wild in Mexico. All right, everybody, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? I've warmed to Tuggawar, says Rare Witch. Well, I think after I show you this video tonight, you're going to warm to him as well. But then I'm going to try and skew your opinion yet again towards a hate angle. Welcome in, everybody. Nice to see you all here this evening. Fix my hair off cam there. Yeah, got another haircut since you last saw me. Wanted to get dreads, but the barber said my hair wasn't long enough. Welcome in, everybody. Get ready for the Fakin Jamaican Report. Starring Xtreme Measure, M.R, Tuggawar, and Tina Rizzle. Give me one moment. I'm going to be right back. Do not go anywhere. Welcome in. This is the Conor G Show. I'm your host. And this is the Fakin Jamaican Report. Right, so let's get stuck into it. We got so much to get through. I'm very nervous and excited to do my little presentation for you all tonight. So, was it 2 or 3 weeks ago, we introduced to you this brand new Fakin Jamaican. His name was Xtreme Measure. How's the audio and visuals tonight? Is everything sounding and looking to your tastes this evening? Right, so Xtreme Measure is a brand new Fakin Jamaican. He's probably the youngest Fakin Jamaican, believe it or not. They range in age from what was that guy's name? Is it Tony Rodigan? Any of the older English viewers remember this guy Rodigan? The YouTube comments are demanding that I cover him, but he's not really a Fakin Jamaican. He's more of just a dancehall reggae DJ. They call him Rodigan Rasclatt in the YouTube comments. Raw says, David Rodigan, thank you so much, Raw1210 there. I hope you're enjoying all your new subscription badges. So, Rodigan Rasclatt, David Rodigan, he's probably the oldest. Then Tuggawar, then M.R, then Talapaton. Don't know how old Tina Rizzle is. That says she's the same age as Talapaton. And then we've got Xtreme Measure. He's the baby of the bunch, right? And we listened to a few of Xtreme Measure's freestyles. He has barely any content. He is fresh out of Pampers, right? And we liked one of his freestyles. His other one, not so much. We were laughing at his physique. And we kind of found the song kind of funky, right? And I think it was the day after the episode aired, or maybe the day after I uploaded the YouTube VOD. You can get the VODs on conorg.show. RTM Podcast released their podcast with Xtreme Measure. It was like literally the next day, right? So I was able to go and get a screenshot from their podcast and use it in my Xtreme Measure clip, right? You can see that on youtube.com/ConorGillespie. And do you remember the RTM podcast? I don't know if you remember this here, but the RTM podcast was that podcast that M.R was on, screaming and shouting at that lady who was Jamaican, or her parents were Jamaican, you know? It didn't matter to me if she was really Jamaican or not. We were just there to have a good old laugh at M.R's expense, right? And boy, did I get this fella Young Spray wrong. Here is the RTM podcast. This was the guy, and he was encouraging M.R. And in my clip, I was like, oh, this guy's a waste of space. He's just piggybacking on M.Dots. Boy, did I get this guy wrong. This guy is a master wind-up merchant, right? This guy gives the goods, right? I suggest everyone go subscribe to this here. RTM Records on YouTube, right? So he seems to be the main character, and then that other woman, I think her name was Lady Ice Cream, she's usually in, and then sometimes they get other guys in. And I owe this guy a big apology for the way I spoke about him in that clip, because he is, he's extremely good at what he does. I watched a few more clips of this here after, and they had Snowy Danger on, right? And he was baiting Snowy Danger so much. He was just calling Snowy Danger a racist and all. And like Snowy knew he was trying to wind him up, just being cheeky for the sake of it, right? But he was still getting triggered by it. Everything this guy is. You need to subscribe to this here, right? He had Snowy Danger tortured. He kept saying he was mates with Tommy Robinson and all this here stuff, and Snowy just absolutely fell for it, right? His name's Young Spray, right? So aside from his name sounding like something you would call a cat before it's neutered, he does a very good job. So big shout outs to him. So yes, he does this thing where he's like provoking, the guest and stuff, right? He'll deliberetely say what they don't want to hear. These Fakin Jamaicans have done a lot of convincing in their own minds. It takes so much to walk around doing Jamaican patois, using Jamaican slang in your day-to-day life as an English white person. You know how much mental gymnastics you have to do to make that seem normal, even in your own head. Never mind convincing other people. And he'll just come straight out, a little bit like what we do here on this show, except he says it in front of them. He'll just say the thing that they know in their head that they're dying for no one ever to say out loud in front of them, right? So, I mean, I can't say enough good things about this Young Spray fella, right? So he'll be receiving a massive Christmas hamper from me this year, let me tell you that right now. Let's get on to Raw1210 says, you at least have the decency to slag them off behind their back. Yes, exactly. I'm not a crazy, insane madman, right? I would never say the things I say in the show to people's faces, ever. I'm not a psycho. Now, I'm not saying that Young Spray is a psycho, but he certainly is a madman. Let's get into the clips. I've got so much stuff for you. Right. So what should I say? What should I say? Let's play this. Let's just play the first thing, and then we can get into a bit more of the nitty-gritty of everything here, right? Without further ado, it's RTM Podcast featuring Xtreme Measure. This came out like the day after we did the show about him. Just perfect timing.
Big up M. No,
so this, like, I guess this is what sort of gave my wee clip about Xtreme Measure a little bump, because this was out and maybe they thought I was covering this. No, this week I am, though. This could be the funniest interview that I've ever seen in my entire life. Everybody go subscribe to this. Let me paste the link to this here in the chat. Go subscribe, give it a like, subscribe, tell him Conor sent you. Right, here we go. It's Xtreme Measure on the RTM Podcast.
big up M. But no, I'm just saying. Remember, Birmingham's bad people. But anyway, boom. Thanks for featuring. Oh, am I going mad? Oh no, I don't know. Yeah,
No, man, you're good, man.
Okay, boom.
So this am I going mad thing, that seems to be what they say for, you know, like what I was saying about him trying to like instigate a reaction out of their guest for their little clips that they do for a trailer, they call them. That one was a trailer, this one's a trailer. So this 8 minutes here, this is a trailer for their longer podcast, right? So he's like keeps looking off screen and asking him, "Oh, am I going mad?" Meaning, was that a bit too far or something? I mean, I guess.
You do a line and I'll do a line, honey. You do.
Our worlds are miles apart here, so I'm doing the best I can. Right. Let's continue with what he's saying here.
So, yeah, it'd be good to find out like a different story in it, because it's like obviously I don't know nothing about his story, so it'll be interesting today to find out like everything. Obviously, I didn't know nothing about M. either before that day, so it was like that was just me, just taking in everything. Why for that?
Crazy.
On the day, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, on the day.
So this why for that, they keep saying why for that, and if I can translate what why for that means, yous are all big hip hop fans in the chat here, I'm assuming. Why for that means the same as no homo. Right, so it's that, you know, this hip hop Jamaican dancehall world, very, very homophobic, right? I got the boom bye bye rhythm here to play for this. So why for that means pause. Remember they used to Cameron and Dipset and all would say pause, no homo. Cameron still says that to this day with him and his little podcast with Mace. So that's all that means, just in case you hear this here. Yeah, so I mean, I've heard that Jamaicans hate gay people, and M.R. fans have been calling me a batty man for about 3 weeks now. I've been getting some violent, homophobic death threats in my DMs from M.R. fans. Remember when Mark Lamar called out Buju Banton? Or was it Buju Banton? You know what that song's about, right? So, back to Xtreme Measure's story here, right? Let's just hear a little bit more of this here.
Taking in everything, why for that?
Crazy.
On the day, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, on the day, you get what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting, because even, like, I know Yardy's story, and he grew up there and all that, whatever. But anyway, boom.
So White Yardy, someone write that down. We might have to look up White Yardy.
Let's get into some RTM.
Crazy thing.
No, not crazy thing, man. You're getting mad, just calm. Anyway, boom. Where was you born, my brother? And Birmingham in the building again, because big up Malik, MD7, for that.
Right, so I think that clip was just about the why for that and going mad. Because they say that quite a lot. So I thought I'd just clear up what that means in case anybody's lost.
Yeah.
One bag of
Big
wine.
him up. Yeah. Only,
crazy.
yeah.
Ooh, did you hear him there? That's the first time we've heard Xtreme's real voice on this program. I've been listening to him nonstop for weeks. I know everything about Xtreme Measure here at this point.
Mad thing, but where was you born?
Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Nottingham he was born, all right? So I got one YouTube comment that said, Xtreme Measure is Jamaican, actually. So I was very pleased when that comment came in.
No way.
Born in Nottingham, I moved to Birmingham when me probably about 5, 6.
So born in Nottingham, moved to Birmingham when he was about 5 or 6.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, so
But he speaks with Nottingham, speaks with Jamaican accent.
brothers and sisters,
No brothers, just 4 sisters.
4 sisters.
Yeah.
So you think, well, maybe maybe his mother is Jamaican, even if she's white. So let's go to our second clip here. 323.
What background is your mum?
My mum is
That's it. Sorry about that. Where is your mum from? What background is your mum?
miss my father in our way, so.
What background is your mum?
Oh, here's a bit that I think maybe we should. Maybe this has something to do with why he's acting how he's acting.
So my mother always make sure say she have her kids them, you know. So never really miss my father in our way, so.
So his father wasn't really present, okay?
What background is your mum?
Not making fun of that, by the way. I'm just saying. A lot of these Fakin Jamaicans seem to be compensating for something that might be going wrong or missing from their lives, right? I've noticed that as a pattern.
My mum is white Irish.
Oh, yeah,
White
come on.
Irish! Just like me!
See me? And my dad is Asian mixed with white.
He's Asian.
His dad's Asian mixed with white.
Yeah.
They don't believe him, neither do I. Could be true. Doesn't really matter. I'm not bothered. I mean, brilliant if it is. Brilliant if it isn't. Who cares? But that was my reaction to Young
He's not
Spray.
Asian, bro.
My father Asian mixed with white, man.
You ain't got Asian.
Same way me can drop the pato accent wicked. I see him with him there on couple C.
I say he's got mad as well.
Yeah, him I got mad.
So his dad, half white, half Asian. Mother, white Irish, right? And let's see. Our next one here is this his real voice? Is he putting this on? Let's have a wee look-see.
So you don't think he's got identity crisis? Culture vulture. Do you think you're a culture vulture?
Right, so Young Spray asks him, do you think you're a culture vulture? And he immediately says, no.
What is a culture vulture?
So nobody can quite put their finger on this culture vulture thing here.
Like, what is a culture vulture?
Yo, I'm gonna switch it into English and drop it like this. Yeah.
No, but what is a culture vulture?
What? Did you hear that there? What is a culture vulture? And listen to how he responds to this. This is the most, I mean, RTM Podcast. Bravo. Bravo. His legs are shaking a bit, says Rare Witch. He's very nervous, so his legs are going like the clappers this whole time.
Vulture. Do you think you're a culture vulture?
No.
What is a culture vulture? Like, what is a culture vulture?
Yo, I'm
Listen.
gonna switch it into English and drop it like this. Yeah.
No, but what is...
I'm going to switch it into English and drop it like this, yeah? Beam me up, Scotty.
Things like this here is what makes me happy. Get to know me.
So he just drops the patois, confirming what everyone knew and thought to be the case already. You are putting it on. You are putting it on to fit in. And look, what's 1 hour into this 4-hour-long podcast?
It's a culture vulture.
You see, if I was walking around with string vests on and
How did his eyes not pop out of his head there?
I lick a spliff out my mouth and a dragon stout.
Shouldn't have smoked weed.
Right, so the note that I have here says, they ask what a culture vulture is. He then drops the patois Jamaican accent and then starts describing himself when saying he's not a culture vulture.
I lick a spliff out my mouth and I drag.
What is a culture vulture?
Yo, I'm going to switch it into English and drop it like this. Yeah?
No, but what is a culture vulture?
You see, if I was walking around with string vests on and I lick a spliff out my mouth and a dragon style.
So you don't smoke weed?
No, I do, but I'm saying I'm not walking around.
He's not walking around in a string vest. He's not walking around with a little spliff hanging out his mouth. Well, I mean, I think he might be. All the videos we watched of him, he was smoking a little spliff. Wasn't he?
So you don't smoke weed?
No, I do, but I'm saying I'm.
So you don't smoke weed? No, I do, but the other guy says. All right. So, let's see. Don Chi has redeemed the brand new channel point redemption, which is do a voodoo curse on someone. Who should I do this voodoo curse on? It would make sense to do Xtreme here or someone. You should have been forced to write who you wanted me to do the curse on there, Don Chi, in that redemption point box. Can you help me out there? So you want the voodoo curse? This is a brand new channel point redemption, right? He's ready for this? Oh, I didn't set this up. Hold on. Shit. Right, give me a second. I'll be right back with your voodoo curse. Right. Here we go. I'm back. And Don Chi has redeemed a voodoo curse. Right? You can get these are channel points live here on Twitch. That you can use your little channel points if you watch live. Right? That's what you're missing out on if you're watching the VOD. Okay, so let's do this voodoo curse. You want it done on that guy, meaning Xtreme Measure. Alright. So here's the idea that this is what we're doing for the voodoo curse this week. We're just going to draw his face on this balloon. And then we'll see what happens next, okay? He's got his little facial tattoo there. Let's make sure we get that. Okay. Give him some hair here. Give him a little ear there. Okay, and this is Xtreme Measure. Alright, can we be a bit more specific? Because if this guy dies, I don't want people saying I cursed him to death. I just want some sort of funny, mildly mean, mildly rude curse. Okay, this is the voodoo redemption here. Here it is. Xtreme Measure voodoo curse. Don Chi is putting a voodoo curse on you. Not me. Don Chi says, I want him to get him a rash on his tongue, and I'm going to specify for no longer than 48 hours, right? We're doing a voodoo curse on Xtreme Measure. Oh. Xtreme Measure, we're doing a voodoo curse on you. It's nothing personal. It's a channel point redemption. The curse is for you to have a rash on your tongue for no more than 48 hours. I only want it to be for an afternoon or something, but, you know, the woman paid 3,000 channel points for this. Alright. You have been cursed, Xtreme Measure. That wasn't personal. That was just a silly bit of fun for a live stream. I'm sure you're used to being made fun of by now, seeing as you are a fakey Jamaican. Alright, so back to this podcast. What was he talking about? Oh, they asked him what's a culture vulture, then he describes himself by accident.
I'm not walking around.
Doing that culture vulture.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't know what is a culture vulture? Let's start.
Do you get what I'm saying? No, you've said nothing there. Right, so people very angry at me in the YouTube comments. I'm trying not to let my whole show be dictated by the YouTube comments, but I always try to take feedback. So people are furious whenever I pause something and give my own take, even though it's the Conor G Show, right? I don't think they may not be familiar with the concept of reaction and giving my take. You know, the show's about me. It's not so much about the Fakin Jamaicans, although it is. It's like 50-50. But also, I'm going to get YouTube striked if I just play their whole clips without commenting over it. So, right, okay.
Vests on and
I love that his idea of a culture vulture is someone wearing a string vest. Do you remember M.R had that freaky little picture of him wearing a string vest at Carnival?
Bleef out my mouth and a dragon stout.
Seen a smoke weed.
Dragon stout.
No, I do, but I'm saying I'm not walking around.
Doing that culture vulture.
You're not
get what
walking
I'm
around.
saying?
I don't know what is a culture vulture? Let's start there.
A culture vulture
What would you say a culture vulture is?
a culture vulture, in my eyes, is someone that imitates everything
Let
you
me
do.
see if it's even.
So because you're dropping out certain things, you're thinking like.
No, I'm saying
You're dropping out certain things. So that's why I love this RTM podcast. They don't let people get away with things. Now, most podcasts, when they have a guest on, they let them lie straight to their face. We've covered it on this show before, many a time. You just let the lies come tumbling out, and then people are just like, oh, yeah, interesting. We believe everything you say. You best believe every single show M.R's been on, none of them have called him on anything, except this beautiful RTM podcast.
like, it's not like I'm out here doing the most to act like a yard man.
You are! He actually is. Everybody go look up what he's about, and you'll see.
Because I'm really not.
But someone would say you are doing the most to act like a yard man.
What,
Me?
because I speak Jamaican. But Jamaicans come here and
That's the
speak.
first.
Jamaicans come here and speak English. So are
Yeah,
they culture vultures?
But then maybe.
Got a point.
Maybe.
He
But no,
sprays-
but wait. But
spray
maybe.
speak-
What a
Speaking English
hypocrite,
is-
says Raw 1210.
Spray a culture
point.
vulture.
He's got a point.
Yes.
How?
Because
He's come to a country and learned another language, and he
No,
speaks
your
that
guy
language.
mad. That's racist. I knew English from before I came here.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Yo, no,
racist.
I heard that spray.
But
Man,
we
I
cut,
said
now we
that.
cut it.
So every time one of these white boys comes on this sofa, he accuses them of being racist. That's like a go-to slagging for him when it comes to a white person, just calling them racist. And he's right, because it triggers every single one of them. So he's like, no, you're wrong for that spray. Don't say I'm racist. It's like, nobody thinks you're racist. But it's hilarious how badly you take it. Snowy Danger did the exact same thing.
There, we cut it there. We
Man,
cut
I-
it there. That trailer cut as you're racist, and it cut already.
Yeah.
It cut already. You're out of there.
Yeah, joke, man. Yeah, joke.
He's out of there.
It can't.
That
It,
trailer, he's out of there.
To a certain
He's
like,
out of
look,
there.
no,
Look.
spray. Don't do that
No,
to no.
no,
I'm
no,
not
just-
racist.
Rarewitch asks the question everybody asks. Did he live in Jamaica for an extended period? Not at all.
But
But it's
you-
gonna cut
no.
before that.
You're definitely not racist.
No, you're definitely not racist, but they're gonna wait till Sunday to hear this.
Yeah.
They're gonna realize you're not racist on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, say, spray.
Yeah.
I do the thing.
No, but
They're gonna
I'm-
realize
So he goes back into his yardman accent there.
you're not racist on
To
Sunday.
Wait, say,
your
brother, that
question.
camera, they catch
No,
everything,
you
though.
know that?
Yeah.
No, I don't edit.
No,
but
I'm
you're good, you're good.
joking,
No, but I'm
I'm
saying
joking.
you're good. No, but
You're joking now, you are.
that's you're good. I
No,
don't
but
edit.
you get to me, I say. If a yard man come over here to come speak English and wear British socks and like him pie and mash, does that mean him is a culture vulture?
Secretly.
How?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
How,
what I'm saying.
brother?
What is a
Secretly,
culture
yeah.
vulture?
You're vulturing the
That could be culture vulture, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about
Vulture.
you.
But how?
Yeah.
Oh,
If
damn,
me then
son.
at my house and
All right.
decide to want some stew chicken and rice, how does that mean that I'm a culture
No,
vulture?
I mean, make you a culture vulture.
So if me go to the road and say a yard man and say, yo, go on, brother, yeah, man, big up yourself, yo, manners and respect, you know.
That doesn't-
Big up to you and the family. How does that make me a culture vulture?
No, man,
Well, you could just say it in your normal voice. I think that's the point that everybody's harping on at here.
no, I'm just trying to make
So
it.
I mean, I am completely fascinated by this guy. So So, I don't know where to go next with this here. I mean, I love that he switches off the patois halfway through. I got so many notes here, I don't know where to go next. I mean, it's just so much stuff. So let's watch him squirm for a minute. Now, I'm getting really uncomfortable watching this, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying that. So I'm going to let it play for a second, and I'm going to see where our journey will take us with Xtreme Measure next.
Makes sense.
A big ups to RTM Podcast for giving us the goods.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. A man said, what's a culture vulture?
It doesn't even make sense even Googling because it says madness.
You know, but a culture vulture, yeah? But it depends what it means.
It says, look, culture vulture, number one,
person,
someone who is very interested in music.
Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, that's mad.
That's the meaning of a culture
I'm not
vulture.
saying you're a culture vulture. The question is, what is a culture vulture?
Yeah,
innit?
that's what I'm...
That's
what's
the question,
people...
innit?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. In my opinion, a culture vulture is somebody that imitates everything from another culture. So that'd be how they dress.
Well, that's not what culture vulture means to me.
But
what does it mean?
that's why I'm saying everyone's entitled to their opinion, innit?
Yeah, no, but there is a meaning for culture vulture, though. Forget opinions. What it means to you, what it means to you, what it means
Well,
to you.
we're now
No.
the real meaning,
All
innit?
right, cool. So to me, what I've took our understanding of culture vulture from what people say, because it's a new word, what people are saying, innit? Culture vulture. So to me, like what culture vulture is to me is someone who's taking from the culture, any culture, for their own personal benefit. They're not putting nothing back. They're taking from it. Just say, for instance, if I was a rapper and I was doing a grime song, just because grime's hype, to whatever period of time it is. Yeah, just say Bashment's hype, whatever period of time it is. So you're doing Bashment because you can, it's cool, and you can receive a benefit from it. But you're not in the community. You're actually going to go back, take all this and go and do rap. Like when you get what you want from the
all right, so
it says excessive.
So hopefully they bring up Drake, because Drake's the most famous culture vulture, you know what I mean? He uses people for their songs, hears a popping song, and then he goes, takes it, makes it its own, gives them a little verse, gives the person who made the song a little verse on it or whatever. They go hot for 15 minutes, and then they go away, and you never hear of them again. But Drake just keeps going up and up and up. Whenever Drake is also a Fakin Jamaican. We can add him to the list of Fakin Jamaicans. Right? Nobody forget him doing a British slang voice.
Or pretentious, interest. So that would mean like
excessive,
you're pretending.
like...
No, but all pretending, innit? You know, like pretentious.
Yeah,
like you're pretending.
Pretending the main word in that. So,
like you're acting.
Like I said, yeah.
He's being pretentious.
You're for it. You're pretending you're for it, but really you've got for starters, I already said that I'm not saying you're a culture vulture. I'm saying
a little bit. You're a little bit, mate. So let's see what the chat are saying here. They're all saying, it must be pure shite at Christmas when he visits and start busting out the patois. Very uncomfortable for everyone in that living room, I would say. Let's see. It used to mean people who enjoy the culture section of the broadsheet newspaper, says Rob. Trying to argue with him over the definition of a word. The true definition of what he's doing is pretense. So he's being pretentious, says Rob. He's getting cooked here, says Rarewitch. Yeah. Think how much more grilling they give him. This is 4 hours.
And what I think a culture vulture is to me, it might not be what's written in Google, but I'm saying to me, what I take from people is a culture vulture is someone that's taking something from a culture for another agenda. You're really like when you're done, like when the accolades are done, you're gonna go back to something else, wherever you came from.
Do you think Drake's a culture vulture?
I don't care about Drake.
Now, do you think he's a culture vulture?
You have to care.
He can't say anything about Drake because he thinks, there might be a chance I'll get a feature with Drake in the future.
Now, do you think he's a culture vulture?
Do you think Drake is a culture vulture? So, he sees himself as way better than M.R and Tuggawar. He doesn't out and out diss M. in this, but he does, sort of imply that he's way better and that M.'s a little bit of a joke because everybody knows M.'s, a meme, right? But he says in this, right? So he says there's no comparison for me and M. and Tuggawar. He's better than whole of them, he says. But he also lets slip in this documentary that he got this face tattoo above his eye to differentiate himself from the other Fakin Jamaican. So it's like, oh, he's the Fakin Jamaican with the face tattoo. He says that in this. I don't know if I have that clip, but I wanted to make sure I told you about it.
You have to care about Drake because he done tunes with Popcorn and them thing there. So
Do you think he's a culture vulture?
Me personally,
none of these people are willing to disrespect
there was a
Drake.
time when I thought he was.
But all you for said that now, after what you just said, what Drake come to England come to drill for? Drake is a drill artist?
No.
So if Drake is a Fakin Jamaican, then you're definitely a culture vulture.
I'm a vulture, the culture then.
All right, I can only say what I know, innit? Why for praying like anything else other than what I actually know, innit? But what I know of the brother.
Welcome in, Kitty.
Obviously, he was a gal artist. Then you start making a couple of tunes with, obviously, you go for Meek Mills and them thing. Then the man them start to say, all right, you're on badness. But then, okay, you started coming.
Is he a culture vulture?
Wait. You come to, that's what I knew of you. Then
So
you
I
come
love
to
this.
England.
Yes, we've ascertained he is a culture vulture. They said, what is a culture vulture? He described himself pretty much. We heard him drop the accent, etc. Right, so I just had a few more bits and pieces for Xtreme Measure. I'm losing the will to live already. We've only been on air 51 minutes. Oh, yeah, I wanted to hear him dissing these other two. Here. So let's pop this in here. Yeah, so it's like, I think these guys are having a bit of an identity crisis because they've taken, this a dancehall artist's persona, which is fine if you want to make dancehall music or whatever, but it's because they bring that over into their real lives as well. It's very confusing, and normal people are not wrong for being like, this is a wee bit weird, isn't it? This is a wee bit funky. This is a wee bit freaky. And I don't think normal everyday people have to bend to these freaky weirdos' will. I don't think, the responsibility isn't on us to accept these lost souls. It's not up to us to accept that. It's up to them to act right. That's what I think, right? Let's see what the judge said. How can anyone take this fella seriously putting that accent on? I don't know. I was desperately searching. I have two screenshots that I'm missing. Hopefully that will not matter to the next thing here, but it's like I know more about dancehall than Xtreme Measure, Tuggawar, M.R, Talapaton. I know more about dancehall music than all of them combined. But, and I also understand and speak Jamaican patois fluently from living in the garrisons of Spanish Town for 6 years. You don't hear me talking like that, do you? I don't rub it in people's faces. I just enjoy the music sometimes. So people aren't wrong at all for saying, hearing this.
Let me tell you this. I'm better than the whole of them.
People are not wrong for hearing that and going, hold on a second, this is extremely bizarre. Right? So let's hear this guy dissing Tuggawar.
God, man.
Use the...
Yeah. I respect it.
Yeah, come on.
Come rate the youth. The man have a good work ethic.
Yeah, man, I respect
and he might do him thing, blood. You see me? A 7 year...
But Tuggawar, you feel like he's not holding up his thing.
Tuggawar a punk.
So Tuggawar's a punk.
Then I must just, yes, I move. Man, I talk about, look at me egg.
You see him with the suit.
A
and he's
punk
walking
that
the
man.
suit.
You see the man a madman,
You
blood.
see it, innit?
The man a madman, you know.
So you wouldn't say that like he's been like following it for a
Tugger.
little while. He was like the earlier.
He's a bad
guys,
boy,
innit?
man.
When founder. Because before him, you have white man, we had way before him, you know.
Which white man?
Dominic.
You have Dominic, you have Shine.
Dominic told me it's not my mother, you know.
have
What
Yellow.
you say? Snow.
Dominic.
You have Wally Pan.
Xtreme Measure, everyone. That might have gone past you, some of you. So Xtreme Measure, claiming not to be a culture vulture. Listen to what he has just said. They're defending Tuggawar, and look at Young Spray. He knows exactly what they're doing here. They're saying Tuggawar's a bad man. Tuggawar's the first to do it. Tuggawar's the real one. Look at him. He has a twinkle in his eye. He knows exactly what he's doing to wind up Xtreme Measure here. And Xtreme Measure has completely taken the bait here. But listen to what he says.
Way before him, you know.
Which white man?
Dominic.
You have Dominic.
So there's white men to do it way before him. So the fact that that's a focus to him, to be like, oh, there are other white dancehall Jamaican artists, or not Jamaican artists. It's like your focus shouldn't be on how Jamaican-y we act. It should be on, are you making good dancehall music? If that's what they all were focused on, rather than all this other shh, then there wouldn't be a problem, I think. And that's me trying to be as fair as I can to lovely wee Xtreme Measure. But Willie here exposes himself here a little bit.
Because before him, you have white man, we had way before him, you know.
So before Tuggawar, there were white men. I'm sorry I'm pausing every second to explain it, but some people don't speak fluent patois like me.
Which white man?
Dominic.
You have Dominic, you have Shine.
Dominic told me it's not my mother, you
you
know.
have Yellow.
What you say? Snow.
Dominic.
You have Wally.
Dominic, Shine, Yellow, what? Yellow man. He thinks Yellow man is white.
And then you come tell man, boy, man fi pay you homage.
He thinks Yellow man is white. Everybody. So there's a bit of a delay in the chat. I want to see everybody's reaction to this here. He thinks Yellow man's white. So the first comment I got on my Xtreme Measure YouTube clip was, I think it was a guy called Cane Dog or someone, and he says, oh, I'm looking forward to watching this, or something like that. He says, Xtreme Measure's a good one. He's absolutely delusional. Now, I don't think I'm breaking the fourth wall to say that it's only really stupid idiots that do this Fakin Jamaican thing. There's no like real intelligentsios doing this Fakin Jamaican thing. It is always extremely dopey twats. Excuse my language. But I mean, he thinks Yellow Man is white. That's how stupid he is. So I think I'd like to put it, I wanted to maybe do a ranking of all the Fakin Jamaicans. One week we'll do that. Not this week though. But we gotta now take into account just how thick some of them are. Some of them actually are. You know, I thought Talapatom was a bag of bricks thick. Let's continue.
Relax yourself, man. You see me, cause you
Yeah.
know, you know
You
what
wanna
man
wear
say,
white.
you love
Fuck
talk
yourself.
about suck your mother this and suck your, but I'm gonna run down people. Don't make me see her Birmingham.
So he's just said Tuggawar comes out with all this suck your mother stuff. And, you know, I don't know, saying suck your mother is probably the most offensive thing you can say to a Jamaican patois guy.
Bam, bam.
As far as we can tell. So let's see if he says any more disses at Tuggawar. Now, I should like this, but my nasty character isn't allowing me to like him. I'm too busy getting the jobs in. I should add sprinkle a few more notes into my notes here that just says, be nice. Oh, I got one I got one comment on the my M.R exposed video, and it said this video is distasteful. And I was thinking, yes, it is. My video is a tad distasteful, but so is Turn Red.
So Alright, go.
Because you know the chat go already. You see me?
Yeah.
And I
Badness of the
So there he is saying, I run people down, which that's a threat towards tug of war.
badness. It's
You
mad.
say white to white. Suck yourself.
no,
A white on white
none of
crime.
None of the white to white. Man to man.
Yeah.
You
Why
see me?
for that?
Why for that, okay? So that means pause. I can't believe in 2024 people are still coming out with this no homo pause. Why for that stuff? I mean, it continues on. I mean, I thought we agreed 10 years ago that it was time to stop saying that. You can't. Do you really hate all gay people so much? It's like these ones are so terrified that someone might think they're gay. Now, they go on about it so much that I think this guy's sucking him off. He's bumming him. So I just had to say that to defend.
We just spoke about
To defend the people, the gay people, damn. Right? This clip is called Xtreme Tuggawar is a Crizacket. I'll edit that bit out of the clip just in case. I want them two to be on my side. Sorry, I was just making that up. I was just making that up since you're being such homophobes throughout this entire clip. And I'm trying to big usings up. But then I can't be tarred with this homophobic feather. This homophobic brush. And again, look, they've got a TV here, but in front of the TV, they've put a ratty poster. I love this ratty poster. Why wouldn't they get rid of that and just put the picture on the screen? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let's continue.
What do you think about tug of war?
Tuggawar wash, man.
Huh?
He's a wash man, he said.
Rate what?
I don't know.
Tuggawar punk.
Tuggawar's a punk!
Trailer, let me sit up. I can't believe I bumped into a trailer.
Tuggawar
Can't believe I bumped into.
You say Tuggawar sniff beer coke in
I
the
can't believe it.
Tuggawar sniff bear coke, he just said.
The trailer like this.
Tuggawar sniff beer drugs in the house and talk about look on my egg.
Look upon me egg.
Panama like this. Yeah, crackhead, man.
No.
You see me?
He's a crackhead. He's a punk. There. That's what Xtreme thinks of tug of war. I have a very similar opinion of tug of war. So let's head over to Tug of War's channel now. Tug of War, one thing I have learned about him is he hates being dissed. Not only does he hate being dissed, it makes his blood boil when it's another white Fakin Jamaican. He can't stand it. He went through this with Talapaton. I think M.R was dragged into that. And it was around that time when all these ones were beefing that I got to know them all. That was about 5 years ago or so. And Tug of War is just the ugliest human being. I mean, this looks like Anthony Cumia without the hair, right? So since that video came out that I just showed you with Xtreme Measure on the RTM podcast, that was about 3 weeks ago. Tug of War has released like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think there are 5, 3 weeks. There's another one. There's another one. So 1, 2, 3. Let's discount this one because there's another wee lad in there. Maybe not that one because there's another wee lad in there. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's done 6 generic diss tracks, right? These are generic geriatric diss tracks, right? What do I mean by that? These are war dubs, I guess you would call these. And these could be aimed at anyone. He probably had these shitty little raps. Now, Tug of War, he's a nursery rhymer. His raps are terrible. There's very little substance to them. And it's filled with caps, lies, porkies, whatever you want to call them. He is the biggest fibber and liar when it comes to everything, right? And, you know, I feel like people have this real soft spot for him because he is like a silly, eccentric character in some of his songs. But when you watch his interviews as well, most of his chat is about how big of a badass gangster he is, right? So he continues the cap outside of the art and in real conversation to people. He tells the same 3 him being a gangster in the 80s stories over and over again. We're all just supposed to respect him and act like he isn't a complete joke, a meme. I was supposed to be being nicer, but can't help it. Hate these guys. Now, Tuggawar makes me appreciate M.R's better qualities, right? Let me just say that. Because Tuggawar doesn't have any of the panache of an M.R, let me tell you that right now. Tuggawar is the universal credit death from the seventh seal, says Rob. Has everybody seen my brand new Tuggawar emote in the chat here? That is taken from, I think, this video here. So, shall we check out one of these crappy little war dubs? Let's see. Let's go to the newest one. This one's called War.
Yo, Chester. What do we know? Me ready fi go war any one of them. Ready fi go war any one of them. War any one of them. Me ready fi go kill any one of them. Ready fi go kill any one of them. Kill any one of them. The war just turn up. War gotta clap it on them from night till sun up. Fool try run up. You this tuggy now for days everything get bun up. Tug movements the wrap up. Last boy with this we end up toe tag and back up. Boy skull crack up. Before him pick up in my phone fi call back up. In a war none of them can survive. Strap with me 4-5. Jump in me car make a bad drive. Do a drive by. Tech 9 life. Bust the Tech 9 time and reach the matic twice. Bust them throat like Papa War knife. Who them a ramp with? This and a ramping shop like spies. When the glatt rise make a nose dive. Left them in a blood a baptized. Call up me name me gonna bust pan them. None of them fussy me no trust them again. Brand new machine it now rust pan them. Straight bullet me a send no time fi cuss them. Them fi know say me a the war master.
Page to finish off some more react.
Boost the chat there,
ready fi go kill from now till after. Me ready fi go war any one of them. Ready fi go war any one of them. War any one of them. Me ready fi go kill any one of them. Ready fi go kill any one of them. Kill any one of them. Me ready fi go war any one of them. Ready fi go war any one of them. War any one of them. Me ready fi go kill any one of them. Ready fi go kill any one of them. Kill every one of them. The war get warmer. So me step on crime. Me head hot like a sauna. The whole of them are informer. So me rise up the K, bust them head like guava. Shoot them out of them Prada.
I love that the only people that do songs with them are like these wee young guys. Why? There's nobody that's like, there's nobody like around his age or slightly older that hangs around with him. These wee kids. It's the only people he can get to work with him.
Like a piranha. Make me break down this arm.
Fair play to him if he's helping them out with their careers. D-Scris says, is that T-Mike and Wee Jew cameoing? It certainly looks like it.
Them bad mind me through me fuck the Gelana. Drive by pon me corner. And I call friends fi go find gun and marijuana. The one your name Karma. So me ready fi go bust up the Mac and Llama. No more peace, everything I go get. This up in a white, now them end up in a red. This war, God, you must be sick in your head. Talk movements, full them up a lead. Me ready fi go war any one of them. Ready fi go war any one of them. War any one of them. Me ready fi go kill any one of them. Ready fi go kill any one of them. Kill any one of them. Me ready fi go war any one of them. Ready fi go war any one of them. War any one of them. Me ready fi go kill any one of them. Ready fi go kill any one of them. Kill every one of them. How them a rampant? Talk movements in the building. Yo, Chester.
So that was Tuggawar with the Lie song, and let's check out one of these other. So it's like there's none of those lyrics are really directed specifically. They're all, it's just a generic diss song, and he pumps these out like nobody's business. Let's hear this other one here. Clappers, hoo ha, get you whacked. Let's hear this embarrassment of a song here.
Yeah.
Tuggawar, get you whacked.
Yo.
This came out just after Xtreme Measure dissed him.
Oh no, he got it.
I'll get you whacked. If you fuck with War God, that's a fact.
War
Put
God.
some money on your head like a tax. Don't come around me if you're a rat. I'm a real G, I don't do the chat. Got demons ones in the hood with the straps. They will pull up at your door like a cab. Got shooters in the Uber with gas. Fuck around.
Who likes my lie counter?
From day one, I've always been mad. Any pussy touch me, he must be mad. Look on me swagger, call me gun them mad. Got suck out your mother, take gunshot. I'm the general, them fools are pretend. You can't style me, style or come again. No more warning, war till the end. Fuck anyone that wanna co-sign them. Talk movements on a whole new wave. Pussy disrespect, get shot in the face. £5 a Cali, £2 a high grade. 10 million streams, I'll get you waved. If you fuck with war God, that's a fact. Put some money on
It's
your
a
head
lie.
Like a
Right, that was another one of those crappy generic diss songs from Tuggawar. No poll tonight. Very sad, very debilitating, humiliating. This is still the Fakin Jamaican report. Everyone's sick of Fakin Jamaicans? I hope not, because we got a shit ton more of them. Did I play this one already? I think I played this one. I can't remember. Alright, let's put on Rampage. Alright, welcome in. This is the Conor G Show, and we are in the middle of the Fakin Jamaican report. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you Tuggawars podcast that he does here. Let's check it out. It's called the Tug of War Podcast. Let's just see the quality. Let's take a look. Maybe it's good.
Yang! Welcome to another episode of the Tug of War Podcast.
So he calls himself the Nyang Boss. Has anybody heard this expression? The Nyang Boss. So Nyang, N-Y-A-N-G, it's just a stupid made-up word that he came up with. It doesn't mean anything. Him calling himself the Nyang General, it means nothing. It's like Rockstar saying World Star Drillers, baby. It just means nothing. It's something that they made up.
Them not swing nothing. Hey, yo.
So here they are in Tuggawar's living room, okay? And he has this acoustic foam on his living room wall.
Special guests inside the building today.
So here we go. They have a podcast, extremely dark shot, not mic'd. This is the first podcast that I've seen that there are no microphones in sight. They are using what sounds to me like
You do a line and I'll do a line, honey.
The microphone. Sounds like they're using the microphone on the camera. It sounds that far away. This guy's looking at his phone during the intro. He looks very uncomfortable. Finally, him hanging around with a man of his own age.
Dave is a foundation friend of mine.
We've got look at this here, the sponsor here in the corner. We've got a Narcos coffee. You can see that. Tug of War Podcast, hashtag Narcos coffee there. With a shitty little black and white laminated sheet.
He's a foundation UK rap artist. He's a pioneer for the UK rap scene, 100%. Hunt Hizzy.
Yes,
my brother, you know.
So this whole time he's like facing him doing the talking, and you know that means he's facing away from the microphone, so you can hear him even less.
Man, you can't buy happiness.
He committed suicide in his own mansion.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you don't buy happiness, man.
Yeah.
So don't worry, we're not going to bore you to death with watching any of this, but look how bored these wee fellas are. Look, looking at their phones the whole time. There's no need for them to be there. This is terribly framed, terribly shot, and I'm always shocked anytime I whack on a podcast and the audio's terrible, the lighting's terrible, because it's like, you had one job here. It's not like this is live, you know? There's no excuse whenever your podcast is badly shot, badly lit, and badly mic'd. There's just no excuse. You had time to fix that.
When you hear about, I don't know what he was going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
R.I.P. But It just goes to show that. Because some people ask what they want the mansion. Yeah.
So this is Captain Bringdown. Right, so to bring things back up again, I think I'll show you Tuggawars' brand new song, right? It's doing better than all of his songs put together. And what I think Tuggawar is coming to terms with now is that I think Tuggawar has come to terms with this a while ago, certainly since I've been following him, that the bad man, gangster man, gunman shit, nobody buys it, nobody believes it, and he, instead of leaning into this, the classic machismo rapper role, tough guy role, that doesn't work. No one's buying it. So now he's leaning into the joke memery of it, right? Like M.R. sort of did. But now M.R. is trying to, in retrospect, turn the clock back and be like, no, I am actually really a real serious musical artist. You know? And, you know, that's kind of why we liked M.R. over the rest of these guys, because he did sort of have a bit of sense of humor. He did sort of not take himself too seriously, but since he's blown up, it's like a completely different guy than the one we fell in love with. All right, ladies and gents, here's the brand new one from Tuggawar. It's called Bombaclart. Alright, so what was I trying to say there? Tuggawar has just gone fully into this I'm a joke. So you saw those war rhythms, all those generic geriatric diss tracks. You're not frightening anyone with them. They don't perform very well, right? So he's come out with this absolute joke of a track here. It's called Bombaclart. He's just like, fuck it, I don't care about anything anymore. Bombaclart, yeah. Rasclatt, I'm a Rasclatt. You're a Bombaclart, I'm a Rasclatt. He doesn't care anymore. It's a joke to him now. People are in my comments saying, nope, Tuggawar is serious. He's been doing it 20 years. He's been making a buffoon out of himself for 20 years straight. And instead of getting better, he's only got worse. Without further ado, it's Tuggawar with fucking stupid Bombaclart. Idiot.
Them nah swing no foot. Bombaclart to them. Bomba pussy clot 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 to them. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Run up in the crew with a team.
That is the most racist thing that I have ever seen. All right, coming up next for you on the Fakin Jamaican report, we have Kekkle. We have M.R's hate channel. We have Tina Rizzle making her debut on the Conor G Show tonight. All right, so I'm going to take a very, very quick break. When we come back, we've got Kekkle. I mean, you just want to watch the rest of that Tuggawar video? I mean, that was... I've never in my life, and me, a connoisseur of Fakin Jamaicans, I have never seen anything more cartoonish. I mean, what would you call that? What would you call that? I mean, making a mockery out of dancehall, making a mockery out of Jamaica. It's like, what are you playing at, Tuggawar? What are you playing at? That was the craziest thing ever. It's like, have you completely lost your mind? Okay, let's watch the rest. Let's watch the rest of it. I mean, I really wanted to just leave it on that, calling him racist. You know, that'll trigger him. I learned that from Young Spray on the RTM Podcast. Shoutouts. Right. Tuggawar, you absolute jester, you. So, yeah, there's this sort of thing where it's like, yeah, people are like, yeah, respect to Tugga. He's a real gangster. He went to jail in Jamaica. It's like, do you think that's impressive? Do you think going to jail in Jamaica is impressive? Let me tell you about Tuggawar here. Let me tell you about Tuggawar. Yeah. Do you remember what I was saying about these people being the stupidest? Like, it's not just that they're faking Jamaicans. It's that they're dumb as the day is long. It's both of them things together, right? Back in the 80s, he went to Jamaica for a holiday. Might have been doing like a wee dancehall gig or something with his up-and-coming dancehall career, which never took off, right? So we don't know why we have to respect him, right? He went on holiday to Jamaica and tried to smuggle weed back to the UK. I mean, is your brain broken, Tuggawar? Why would anyone think that's a good idea to do? One, how did you think you were going to get away with it? You know, you were stoned. I'm going to guarantee you he was stoned out of his head in the airport, probably reeking of weed. He's a dancehall artist, so he's dressed like a gangster in the airport. Almost certainly.
You do a line and I'll do.
But in this big-brained head of his, he thought, yeah, I'll smuggle back a load of ganja to the UK and I'll sell it and I'll be rich. Right? And the story goes that when he was locked up, his dad had to start selling weed from the council flat in order to pay rent, right? So if your dad was able to get his hands on dope back in England, why were you smuggling it in from Jamaica, you bonehead? It's the perfect crime, says Rare Rich. Yeah. So, knowing how idiotic doing something like that is, first of all, can we stop this myth that going to jail is somehow cool and makes you amazing? Oh no! Dog, you can't make fun of Tuggawar because he went to jail 35 years ago. No! That means he has always been as stupid as he is now. He was stupider back then. And he still hasn't grown up. Right, so that leads me to believe, seeing as that was such a boneheaded move, that he did that on purpose in order to gain some street cred, which he did not have prior to that. Because in everybody's arguments as to why Tuggawar should be respected, it involves him going to prison in Jamaica, which I don't think is fucking cool at all. I think it's the stupidest thing you could possibly do. Smuggling drugs and then going to prison. Congratulations! You've proved to everyone that you are as thick as everybody thought you were in the beginning. Don't respect Tuggawar. He's been doing it for 20 years. He went to prison in Spanish Town. You're making my point for me. If you say that in the YouTube comments again. Right, let's watch this horrendous mockery of Jamaican culture. This is a mockery of Jamaican culture. You're a disgrace, Tuggawar, doing something like this. You might as well be in blackface during this here. This is blackface. This looks like blackface to me. And I'm not black or Jamaican, but I'm offended on their behalf, and maybe I shouldn't be. Seeing as Tuggawar M.R. Talapaton, they get offended on Jamaicans' part whenever they see a gay person in the news. Edited by Prince Beats Media.
Bamba pussy clot to them. 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 Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work.
Work man I work me a chicken me a jerk. I will check out the comments. I guarantee you it's a bunch of people going, well done. You're so brilliant, Tuggawar. Big up, respect, mafada, yeah, fully active. I guarantee you that is. He's a vegetarian. He doesn't even eat chicken. He's never worked, says Raw 1210. Guarantee that. None of these rappers that we show on our show have ever had a real job, a grown-up adult job. They've never even worked in the spar.
Give me a jerk. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it burst. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it burst. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it burst. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it hoa. Swing foot and swing your jawbone. I'm the king, I'm in my throne. They know about me all around. Hackney, that is my zone. Run up on them with a Mac and clap off your headpiece. Now look who get deceased. Gunshot straight to your new teeth. Them shit, them brief. None of my gun, them the least. Bomba pussy clot to them.
Gunshot to your new teeth, he said. Sounds like an M.This.
Pussy clot to them. Bomba 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 pussy clot to them. Work, man, I work and I chicken me out.
So it's like, this is what he thinks Jamaicans get on like. Have you seen how he acts in his home alone? Have you seen how he acts in his home alone by himself? Let me show you this here. I got a little video here, and it's just called Tuggawar, stupid old man eating his ugly, stupid toast. Here we go.
Nah, go on like on a Bombaclart, bad people, and no riches are Britain.
This is what he thinks Jamaicans act like.
Banana butter. Banana toast.
I mean, this isn't even real patois. At least Xtreme Measure and M.R learn the new slang and the new patois. At least they know it. At least they know the right terms. He just makes them up. He just pretends. He thinks this is what Jamaicans get on like.
Look, Pantos now, no man, billions of pounds worth of bread. You think I harvest this? Think a Bombaclart King's Milk, a Bombaclart sourdough bread me I deal with.
Raw says, Jesus, this guy's down the road for me. Yeah, you could see him out and about. It's defo a diss, but not really working, says Duck Emia. Wonder did Tuggawar fly him out to the rock? He's taken key phrases from M. and blended them up to just try and catch the internet waves, says Duck Emia. Yes, that's what I was sort of insinuating at. Maybe I was saying it blatantly. I'm also a stupid idiot. Don't feel bad, Tuggawar and all the other Fakin Jamaicans. I am also a stupid idiot. I'm not a Fakin Jamaican, but I am a dancehall artist. Has Tuggawar been on the RTM podcast? Don't think so, but I've heard I think I heard Young Spray say that people are dying to get Tuggawar on there. Tababu says, I just want to point out that I think the editor is from Toronto, if that's the same place Prince Beat Media that I've heard of before. A lot of these producers and video editors have the same names. There's about 11 Jordan Tower films. Let's see. I think the whole thing is a diss to M.R, says Rob. That's his mate using an iPhone, then sent it off to Canada to edit. Hello, welcome in Reese's Pieces. Again, sending random links in the chat with no context surrounding them. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. I love when people send in links with no context as to what it is in the chat.
Just ring this bell when you need to communicate.
Hello?
Eddie's trying to say something.
Cool. And there wasn't even a timestamp with that one, Dougie Meow. Thank you so much.
Man, I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work, man, I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work, man, I work and I chicken me a jerk. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it burst. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it burst. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it burst. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it hoa. Bomba pussy clot to them. Bomba pussy clot to them. Bomba pussy clot to them.
Like, people really think him doing that little leg dance, people think that's hilarious. Oh, Ducky Mill says, it's what Paddy was saying. Sorry, I got a chat in work. No worries. There is actually a remix channel point redemption. If you want me, you know the way you like to throw these links in and get me to do a remix and stuff. There's a channel point redemption for that now where you should be forced to give detailed instructions, all right?
Bamba pussy clock to them. Bamba pussy clock to them. Bamba pussy clock to them. Hey, pussy clock do na now, man. On a favor Bombaclart, donkey out of Shrek. Suck your mother. Hoo-ha.
Donkey out of Shrek, suck your mother. I mean, is Tuggawar pretending that these aren't dentures, by the way? I mean, everybody knows that these are dentures. Is he trying to pretend that his teeth aren't also bought and paid for and very large and comical? Because that sounds like what the only thing that he has to say in this here song is about. That's the only negative thing he's saying is about the teeth. So you're making mockery out of Jamaica there. Thank you so much for that. Alright, let's finish off. Oh god, this video's 1 minute and 30 long. Alright, let's watch him eat his Bombaclart cracker.
On my bread. No, lure pack. Look for me lure.
No nana lure pack, remember?
Pack good nana, man. Unanya margarine. Bad man on your margarine. Lure pack butter. Sourdough bread. Well toast up. Unanya Bombaclart.
That is not sourdough bread.
KFC and fries. And for them a shit the better morning time, you know, and a Bombaclart which is a Britain. Stoogey bougie, you know, take bad people for. Clark doing there, man. Hey, which is this? Watch out. Hoo-ha.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to look at the comments, wasn't I?
Hot water, I burn up the wall.
Lovely. Thank you so much for boiling the kettle in our ears there, Tuggawar. Thanks for that. Work me na, chicken me a jerk.
Living yam toast. Put it on egg. Like a white egg. White egg and egg.
So do Rastas eat eggs, by the way? I don't think Rastas eat eggs, butter, things like that. I'm not sure, but if you're going to follow this fake, this pseudo-Rasta diet that they all do, all the Fakin Jamaicans pretend they don't eat pork and chicken and stuff. They all do it behind closed doors, though. But they never get it right. They just do their interpretation of it. Right, so let's check these comments here. As was redeemed with the channel points. Thank you so much for playing along with the games. I'm calling Broadmoor. There you go. The people called me crazy for calling him crazy. There we go. So basically, any that he has clicked like, I am not reading. Looks like Uncle Fester, the Jamaican version. Oh, this makes it very easy to skip over the good ones and only read the bad ones. You need to remind folks your 96 bars. Edit, did anyone reply? No, says this one. All right, I don't get it. Tugga the real... Look at this here, look. I feel like this guy's left me comments on my channel before. Tugga the real deal. Look at this absolute paragraph here defending Tuggawar's honor. Let's read this here. Tugga the real deal. This guy been in Spanish Town prison. Oh, well done. Well done. These people think going to jail is a good thing. That's who you're dealing with. This guy and his father are the real deal because they both sold miniature bits of dope. FUXK, the haters, my G. Beg you please pass through my page and drip me a comment. We thought this was going to be a compliment, but no, it was merely a bribe to get Tuggawar to leave a comment on his page. shattered for you, Tuggy. Ain't done tracks for a bit, family life took over, but I'm dropping some of my old tracks on so they live forever. Be a true honor if you could bless them, my G. Love, peace, and strength, brother. Dan Ashton, you have just been featured on the Conor G Show. Please let this be a song. Cursed. Requiem of the Night by Danson.
All my bubbles been bust. I lost myself and my dream along the way, that's why I search. Pray but I don't go to church, not to fill my stomach churn. Take my chance like a son, and I won't ever stop chasing the dream.
Yes, the pool's working. 1 for fire, 2 for shaking the chat right now.
My life from the other side, my soul strays in a far darker place, and it waits for the day to face me for the stage. Think that it's a game, it's my life. I don't see myself being something else. Well, I could go for that, but what I love the most is just to let the road hit one track.
All the shit I've heard, blinded by the lights blur. To this one on fire burn, that's another lesson learned. Some say it's magic, what I do, I think it's more a curse. Wasted talent, but
They're saying 2 in the chat. Reminds me of early 2010 SoundCloud, says the Bible. He smokes weed. You're cool.
This is my fortress. I make the mic glisten, bring a bit of class to the stage when I hit.
Rare Witch says the hook is nice. 2.
Like I'm a piece of your heart, history starts. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eat the beat like cannibal. Cage animal, reckless, no hope. Let them know I'm about to blow like a rocket to the moon.
Bit low in the mix there. Oh, here, see how usually when I have to turn the volume up, the sound effects are way too loud. I've kind of adjusted them. Let me know if they're way too loud still. And we just have to live with it. It's 20% quieter.
Bury me a fucking legend. If you listen for a second, then you might learn a lesson.
Alright, that was voted 100% shite by the chat. That was D featuring Lucy with Curse. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Conor G Show, and this is the Fakin Jamaican Report. So coming up after the break, we have M.R. kicked off the stage in Jamaica. M.R. virtue signals. And M.R's little outfit for the Brit Awards. And Tina Rizzle's debut on the Conor G Show. Coming up for you after the break. So I got a lovely little song for you. It's by Kekkle. He does seem to be a white guy. Don't hold that against him. I think this guy may have subscribed to me, so I think let's give him a wee chance to wow the nation. And I think, excuse me, after all that tomfoolery, you're gonna like this wee guy. All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. It's Kekkle. 1 for fire, 2 for shite in the chat right now. Full maximum 480p. Be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, more Fakin Jamaicans. Big up, Kekkle.
Crying over you. Crying over you. You've got me crying over you. You make me feel ashamed. People say it's all in a game. Woman, please let day I pray to have you and to hold. Now that you are here by my side, I really, really don't want to cry, crying over you. Crying over you, crying over you, cry. You've got me crying over you. You make me feel ashamed. People say it's all in a game. Woman, please let me explain. Then I know you'll be mine. Every day I pray to have you and to hold. Now that you are here by my side, I really, really don't want to cry, crying over you, crying over you, cry. You've got me crying over you.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome back to the Conor G Show. Thank you, Kekkle. Beautiful voice there of Kekkle. Thank you so much. Oh, what was the final vote there? Let's see here. That was Crying Over You, Kekkle, long time. 50% fire, 50% shite. This is UB40, says RMS Art. More like P45. Holy crap, this is bad, says Rob. Rob, I thought you were going to like this. Oh, I love this guy. This is early MZ, says Ducky Mia. That's a 2 from Disgrace. We got a nice new MZ command there. Ducky Mia, Tababo says he's actually not a bad singer. I just put this on something other than reggae though, but just barely. He's a cheese sandwich, says Rob. I like it. You see, like this to me is like, maybe it's only playing this right beside Tuggawar makes me like it. You know what I mean? It's like if Boy George had his soul surgically removed. What? Kekkle, I like you. Don't listen to these haters, Kekkle, I like you. I love that I'm forcing you to listen to this again and again.
You've got me crying over you. You make me feel ashamed. People say it's all in
It's a remix!
Murderous mind state. Can't keep my nine straight. Sipping on this Hennessy. Waiting for the time to break. Show up and motherfuckers bow down. Recognize West Side Death Row. Outlaw riders. Untouchable. it's time to dump. I'm versatile, motherfuckers, the type of rhyme you want. Niggas got me in they sight, now I'm running for my life. Tell me what's that West Side like? West Side, I'm all about the paper chase, cause the paper makes life so great. Plus case makes waste, and I got the whole spot locked down. The cock styles catch me rolling on the fucking ground.
Welcome in. This is the Conor G Show, and we are in the middle of the Fakin Jamaican report. Whoops.
In the zone where the hellraiser roam. There's no place like home. Tech nines and chromes. Got the heat to sequence for the heat to disperse. Just in case worse come to worse, I dump spurts. The pump curse. It's the curse of the pump. The one that dump last is the first to get slumped.
Right, check it out. Look, I just wanted to point out this here. Look at the thumbnail he's used in this here. So this is a crazy thumbnail. Yeah, I think this is the image I used for this little emote in the chat here. We got a brand new emote. Let me show you this here. Let me show you people who aren't live with us today. Check this out. This is the brand new Tuggawar emote that I've created from this thumbnail. So he chose this thumbnail. Very hard to see there, but you get the point. We've got a little M.R one, yada, yada, yada. He posted this himself. He was happy with this. He saw this and he was like, I look like a bald chimpanzee here. Let me post this. I look like Oliver the Humanzee here. Have we got it? Let's get Oliver the Humanzee up here. Let's see if we got him here. It was Oliver, wasn't it? We just want some scary video of him. Well, that's a thumbnail. Right. Does anybody remember Oliver? Just basically a chimp with no bear. Tuggawar there. Same guy. Alright. Screenshot that from my archives. Alright. Right, so coming up next on the Fakin Jamaican report, we've got M.R at the Brit Awards. Let's check him out. I think he posted a video of it, but his Instagram is where he posted his little fit pic there. What did I do with my window? There we go. See if he's blocked me or not yet. Am I famous enough to be blocked? Artist. Alright, this one is Music UKG Private Mix. Yes. Alright, so M.R has posted his little fit pic for the Brit Awards, alright? So he thinks he's a serious artist now. He blew up for his meme joke song, Turn Red. And he suddenly thinks he's a serious artist, and I'm going to show you some evidence of that in just a moment. So check it out. He's got his velvet suit on here, looking all 2'3" here. Look at these shoes. Wow, they're way too big for him. They're way too big for him. There's no way. There is no way. Right. Wow. All right. Let's read the caption here. Make sure he's not trying to sneak anything past us. Just at the Brits here. See what he says. Okay, that's just some random guy. Big Bombaclart, and I'm watching on my head. There we go. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do. Music, vlogs, cooking, behind the scenes, freestyles, and more. Yeah, I highly suggest everybody go follow Cooking Vibe. Need a new intro for my YouTube channel. Also, graphic designer for new band. Link up. Maybe I should email him and offer my graphic design services and editing services. We've obviously been slagging off his intro sequence for Cooking Vibe for like 2 years on the show. That's one of the main things we slag off every time we cover Cooking Vibe. How pixelated and bit-ready everything is. All right, there's Mr. Popularity. But, of course, no time for mucking around like this here. We need to get straight to business.
Girl, pose off in those wee pum-pum shorts. Make the man them see your tongue loady arse. Watch the shit on and Red Fox into the world class. A1, watch this.
Right, so we're going back to his Brit Awards fit here. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. It is up to you to choose whether this fit is fit or is it, in fact, a shit.
Girl, you look so sharp anytime you pass in your pum-pum shorts. It's true. What's true?
Right, so let me pull up this screenshot here. Just so we can get in closer and the thing doesn't ping around on us. All right, ladies and gents, it's fit or shit.
Scritch it on, tell him again now. Girl, you look so fine anytime you wriggle and you work that fine.
That's my dancehall song. That is a cover version of Pose Off by Screechy Dan and Red Fox. Rare Witch remade the rhythm there. The Hot This Year rhythm. He remade it for my little cover version there. See? I really am a dancehall artist.
All the goddamn white out. Pose off in your pum-pum shorts.
Pose Off, aka the fit or shit theme. All right, he has gone with the updo. He scraped it all back and did a little bunch at the top here. What would you call this here? A bunch? A man bun? It's more of a ponytail scrunchied up. You know, man bun's quite a small amount of hair bunched up, but his is he has a full Snoop Dogg style perm. He's gone with he's left the paper in after buying this shirt off the rack in Marks and Spencer's. He forgot to take the little cardboard bit out. So he's gone for the high folded collar, very unusual. Let's see, and then he's gone for the little Roni off the internet. He's gone for the little Roni starter packet necklace here with this awful. I believe this font is called Playbill. I designed a logo back in about 2008, maybe. I designed a logo that had this font on it. I can see that people are still using it to this day. The metal on the actual chain does not match the metal on the rapper starter kit necklace. Yes, I believe he ordered this off the same website as Little Roni ordered his. So as you can see here, the top button is clear or white, and yet the other two are black. Interesting choice. It's almost like this should have been covered up with something. Then we have the satin lapels, penguin suit flippers here on the chest, and then this looks like a nice velour jacket. I would say that was velour, right? Then the trousers also look like they are satin. They do not look like they fit very well. I don't pretend to know much about fashion, but I think that when it comes to trouser legs, there should be, when it comes to suits in general, there should be as little bunching and creasing as possible. Things should sit very naturally on the body. Maybe it's just his stance here. And then we go down to these enormous shoes. Now, his toes stop there, right there. Okay, this is all extra here, right? M.R is only a little fella. So this would be approximately 25% of his entire body mass if he was filling these shoes. Okay, now let's take a look at what the people are saying the score is for M.R's Brit Awards fit.
Looking very good in your pum-pum shorts. Pose off in the pum-pum shorts. Make the man dance and they know you're
shorts. No young gentleman can't just pass.
All right, so 71.4% fit with 28.6% shit.
He's so big it will break your eyeglass. And them a girl you can find on the wharf. In a plane that them a fly first class. Pose off in your boom boom shorts. Make the man them say no you're soft. Pose off.
Right, so let's check out what the chat are saying here.
Boom boom shorts. Come down screechy man. Come touch the girl's heart.
Dancehall X Gak says, Just Lee, what a pleasure it was to meet you the other day. Finally. Was it Lee? Has everybody met Lee? Well, a lot of people met Lee in the chat. This guy's just salt of the earth, and he was so much nicer than I thought he was going to be. No, I thought he would be nice, but he was so much nicer than that. Lee, thank you so much for being part of our lives here at the Conor G Show. And I know I speak for everyone else when I say that as well. All right, man.
Girl, you look so sharp anytime you pass in your boom boom shower.
Why does he look so sad, says Ducky Meow? It's because he knows we're gonna be rating his fit on the Conor G Show. But yous have all rated it fit and not shit. Let's see how yous voted here. Let's see how you voted. That's a 2 from Rob, 1 from Rare Witch, 1 from Pinky, 2 from Steve Man. He looks like he's going to a wedding and trying to outshine the bride, says Rob. Could have at least had a sleep the night before, says Steve Man. Excellent point, Steve Man. Now, that's something that I've noticed about M. Not just M. But all these Fakin Jamaicans, except for Talapaton. Talapaton looks healthier than the rest of them, right? Now, a recurring theme on the Conor G Show here is that people whose personality is all about weed, they always look very, very haggard, right? And this is something that another podcast that makes fun of people called Pod Awful, that I've seen him pointing out. He says that weed melts the face, which I completely agree with. And here you can see M.R. always looks very, very tired. He's probably up all night refreshing that phone, counting his likes, subscribes, follows, and comments. Go to conorg.show to support the Conor G Show. Right, so, obviously Tuggawar looks like a crypt keeper. Xtreme Measure looked like 10 pounds of shit shoved into a 5-pound bag. Excuse my language. Okay, M. You look all right here, M. I'm happy that he's at the Brits. I mean, can we congratulate him? Can we congratulate him just for being at the Brits? He's been given a little bit of credibility now. What's he supposed to do? You know, I was being very harsh there, saying, he is a meme, he is a joke. It was a joke song, what he blew up for. And now he's like trying to go back and pretend he's a serious artist. But it's like, what are you supposed to do? Go, yeah, I'm a stupid idiot. I am actually a stupid joke. He's not going to do that, is he? We are all still allowed to think that and say that. That's a normal human response to a Fakin Jamaican, okay?
Girl, you touch my heart anytime you pass in your boom boom show.
He insisted on a 36 leg, says Steve Man. Let's see. He's trying to look tough, but it looks like he's a prawn sandwich from the buffet is repeating on him. It looks like there's a prawn sandwich from the buffet repeating on him, whereas I was thinking, no, he looks like a prawn sandwich.
Some love 3 and
Mr.
2.
M. Says Ducky me off. Let's see.
Love 2. I love one girl, that is you. No one brightens up my day just like you do. That's true, so it is.
So lots I'm missing in the chat tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm so swept up in my fake Jamaica.
You touch my heart anytime you pass in your pum pum shot. Here from the other class, I'm gonna take a wee look like. Watch this.
They're all congratulating Lee on being a great guy here. He clown course, says Ducky Meow. He really is a clown, says Rob. He has come a long way from reviewing the Whopper meal, so respect where respect is due, says Rare Witch.
So if I jump on jump right off.
Bunicidal maniac, says Rare Witch.
You got the reference?
Pull off in them boom boom shorts.
He's a gobshite and a wanker, says Rob. All right, calm down. He looks like an upside down Y, says Rob.
Pull off, jump on, pull off, jump right off in the boom boom shorts. When the girl them come, they look extra fit.
Just seeing what the final score was here for this episode of Fit or Shit. Did I close the poll? No, there you go. 71.4%.
Fit boom shorts, them so stylish. And them walk and them wind them hip. In it, them boom boom shorts jump and skip.
So if you would like to hear my dancehall song, that is a cover version of Pose Off, produced by Rare Witch there. You can check that out on soundcloud.com/Conor G Show. If you like the Conor G Show, you want to support the Conor G Show, head on over to conorg.show. Chip in there, you'll be rewarded with the entire back catalogue. Every single thing that I've ever recorded and said into this microphone is up there on conorg.show. That's just like my Patreon, pretty much. And the Conor G Show will be one episode free every week on YouTube on conorg.show. Every episode on conorg.show, you can also get them for free on YouTube. One episode on YouTube, one behind the paywall, alternating weeks. Was that easily understand me talk?
All of the gal them take this as a hint. You're giving the bad man the third-legged limp.
So yes, the Conor G Show is now going to be 1 week free, 1 week behind the paywall, alternating like that till the dawn of time. Okay, I got to copy these other podcasts. Copying Pod Awful with the weed face melt thing, hilarious. Copying Red Bar with everything. And copying Limmy with shouting at my chat.
Girls, you look so sharp. Anytime you pass in a boom boom show.
Steve Mann has a question here. He says, so is this one going to be free or next week's? This one will be free on YouTube, and then we're starting behind the paywall. Will be the week after that. And then the week after that, free, and then the week after that, behind the paywall. Okay.
Nicer outfits are killing me one time. Come again, Sam.
If you watch it live, they will always be free live. We need to encourage people into the live show. That's where the party happens. That's where the magic happens. Okay. It's fair, isn't it? Let's see. So is this just on YouTube, says Dr. Mio? 1 week free, 1 week behind the paywall. Just like what has been happening. Every single episode will be behind the paywall at some stage. Okay? I'm following the Red Bar method of production. It hasn't steered me wrong yet. Okay, thank you so much for asking. Anybody that has any questions about that, simply ask. If you sign up for the archive there at conorg.show, become a member, it's $5 a month, less than the cost of a pint, your name will go into the credits as an executive producer at the end of every show.
Shock, gonna put your number one on my list from the boom boom show. Get a wee spin to get a proper look at you.
Right, so we've got some more M.R. Everyone's sick of Fakin Jamaicans yet? I'm kind of doing this to rub it in everyone's face to be like, you wanted Fakin Jamaicans? Oh, you wanted Fakin Jamaicans, did you? Well, here you go. Here's your stinking Fakin Jamaicans. This'll shut you up. Oh yeah, if this is your first time watching the live program and you love Fakin Jamaicans, we've been covering M.R, Tuggawar, Talapaton, and probably more. We've been covering them for 2 years since we've been doing this show. And there's tons and tons of episodes about all these characters, especially M.R. I brought in over 10 hours worth of stuff making fun of him and celebrating him. And you know, I'm very I flip-flop whether I like and hate people almost weekly. So yeah, we covered M.R's trip to Jamaica. We covered his documentary about KFC. We covered him going to Burger King. We've watched tons and tons of ours. It's all there on conorg.show in the archives, okay? Right, so M.R's flying high. He's at the Brit Awards. He's loving life, right? So he's doing every single podcast, as you do when you go viral, I assume. And he's been on this podcast, and as some of you may know, there has been a biopic of Bob Marley just released. And M. Dot has gone on this podcast, and they've posted a little clickbait clip here. And M. Dot thinks he's doing the appropriate thing by saying that the actor that plays Bob Marley should have been Jamaican, right? He thinks that's what people want to hear. He thinks that's what the people of Jamaica want to hear. Not realizing that the people of Jamaica want whatever Bob Marley's family wanted, and that was to choose probably the best actor for the role. But M.R has put his foot in it by pulling a ridiculous virtue signal.
What's your thoughts on the backlash behind it and what it's receiving?
So there has been next to zero backlash about the fact that the actor wasn't Jamaican.
So I have to be careful how I talk.
Yes, you do have to be careful, don't you, M. Dot? You do have to be careful. Because I'm going to be picking apart every syllable, son.
I do feel a little bit as a representative, not a Jamaican.
You're not a representative. You're a culture vulture. Sorry. No, I don't think M. Dot is a culture vulture. I don't think he is a culture vulture. Let me just say that for the record. He loves Jamaica. He's too afraid to live there. Unlike me, who lived there for 6 years in the hardest garrisons in Spanish time. Yes, I lived there. You never lived there. You're too afraid. In fact, he said on tape that he would never live in Jamaica.
No. I'm British.
Let's rewind.
So I have to be careful how I talk. But I do feel a little bit as a representative.
M. Dot wanted to be cast in the role, says Stephen.
Not a Jamaican.
No.
I'm British.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't want nobody to take this out of context. As a British who represents Jamaica.
A British who represents Jamaican culture. No, again, you've mucked it up in your own head there. You don't represent Jamaica. You don't represent Jamaican culture. You just replicate it. You cosplay it. That's not illegal.
I don't want nobody to take this out of context. As a British who represents Jamaica.
I intend to take this out of context to the highest degree.
Jamaica culture.
Let's not be litigated.
As a British who represents Jamaica culture, I feel as a representative of Jamaican culture a little bit disrespected.
M. Dot. M. Dot.
Representative of Jamaican culture, a little bit disrespected.
He feels disrespected. Oh, M. Dot. Every week you do this. Every week you do. He says things like this 10 times a week on these different podcasts. I don't have the energy to cover every single one. You know what I mean? And people think I'm trying to turn people against him. They don't know that I've been following his career for 5 years. I've been covering it on this program for 2 years. We were with him along the journey. He has turned me into this. You did this to me, M. Dot. You've pushed me to this point.
I do feel like there should have been there's so many amazing. Jamaica is the mecca of talent. I just don't feel like you needed to go around and do. It's just...
He almost said there's loads of good Jamaican actors, but he stopped himself. And that's because I think he couldn't name one.
You know, I just don't understand it, really. I really, really don't understand it.
Do you feel as if they, for lack of better terminology, gentrified it in some aspect to Hollywood?
And another reason why I don't...
They gentrified it to Hollywood? This guy has just discovered that Hollywood zhuzhes things up a bit for the silver screen.
Because it's not helping me.
Oh, okay, valid.
Because it's like...
What?
I'm this white British man who's trying to do it.
gentrified it in some aspect.
M.R is just about to admit to being a culture vulture. You all saw what RTM Podcast's Young Spray read out the definition of culture vulture. Young Spray's mate said something like, it's like, what can you get out of someone else's culture? And it looks like M. has just said, what can he get out of... I'm talking shite. I'm talking shite.
And another reason why I don't like it, because it's not helping me.
What? Who cares if it helps you? You think the Marley family estate gives a good god darn if it helps some little ginger weasel ferret man? And can I just say, M.R has been wearing this same yellow romper suit in almost every video for the last month. They must reek by now.
Oh, okay, valid.
Because...
Valid? I mean, this is a psychotic delusion thing for a person to say. That the Bob Marley film not casting a Jamaican as Bob Marley in the Hollywood adaptation of his life, that doesn't help M. in any way. That doesn't help M. Stop the presses. M.R. not helped. M.R. not helped by the Bob Marley film. That's here's reasoning. That's here's reasoning. I'm sure he'll clear all this up and I'll eat my words.
Like, I'm this white British man who's trying to do it, and I'm trying to be not what you lot are doing.
Right.
I'm trying to like
a mockery type thing.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to keep it like authentic. Like my team, like my Bridget Ringo is Jamaican. Z.
All my best friends are black. That means I can't be a racist culture vulture. Well, no one's calling you a racist, but a lot of people are calling you a culture vulture. Not me, though, but you're not helping your case when you come out with this crap in every interview.
He's Jamaican. This is my people. We keep it, like, if it's going to go, if anybody's going to benefit and the family's going to benefit, it's going to be Z's family back home in Jamaica and the Mandem's family back home in Jamaica. That's where it needs to, you know, so it's like, I feel...
You don't think they're going to benefit from it?
Like everything needs to be stemmed back to Jamaica when we're doing this. Is Bob Marley, bro.
Right. No, I fucking
like everybody, like everything to the people that make the food for everything should have been done by Jamaicans.
I agree.
I agree. That was your time.
An opportunity.
You go and you spend money in Jamaica buying these One Love things and this Bob Marley, this and that, and it's Jamaica that's hold it the whole time. And I think...
Does anybody follow what he's trying to say here? He's saying that everything from this giant Hollywood blockbuster should have been sourced in Jamaica. But why is he so upset about it? You go buy One Love t-shirts and Bob Marley this and that. It's like, you do that, M. You do that.
I think that movie should have really gave every Jamaican an opportunity to be involved in that.
$1 each for every Jamaican. He thinks every Jamaican should have been involved in that Hollywood production. That's what Mr. Virtue Signal is saying here. Can you imagine how much chaos on the streets there would be if everyone got a job on that movie? There would be 50,000 production assistants, M. Have you ever heard the term, too many cooks spoil the broth? Try having to deal with more than one director. You would go insane.
I agree.
And I think it's really...
Yeah, his whole kitchen is painted in the Jamaican flag.
I might get backlash from this, but...
well, hello, M. Hello.
I think it's really wrong how they went around it.
No, there's no backlash in speaking the truth sometimes. Like, personally, I felt they should have used Skip.
Skip Marley, yeah,
100%.
You know what I mean?
Because he looks it bad too.
Exactly, and
he
he's
looks
young.
it bad, and he's
So like, right. My only point with this is this isn't real. What he's saying, it's made up nonsense. You know, his points weren't even very eloquent. Not that any of mine are, but every single person should have been involved in this film. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, M. Dot? Again, you're proving yourself to be a bit off the mark when it comes to these things. And, you know, virtue signaling about the Bob Marley film? Get your head checked, son. Well, he actually does get his head checked quite often, as you can see here. It takes a long time. It takes a long time to do this haircut here. It takes very, very long time to do this haircut. It's very painful to get this haircut done as well. So he does actually get his hair checked on a regular basis. All right, so we got a couple more M.R things here. Right, oh yeah, we got a couple of we got lots of channel point redemptions here. Let's see what these are on about. We've got, let's see. Oh, we've got to put it on the board from Ducky Meow. M.R as a prawn. All right, let's see what we got here. He's a wee prawn fella. We got more M. Dot coming up for you. Don't go anywhere.
The one love.
Unbelievable, man. He's... What the hell is he going on about, like? Honestly, it scares me sometimes. And people think I just hate M. Dot for the sake of it, but it's like I list reasons. At least I list reasons, right? Does he ever say the shite around actual Jamaican people, says Steve Man? I believe he does. Who is playing Bob Marley? Because if it's not one of his many clone children or grandchildren, they missed a trick. Lol. What is he saying? Says Ducky Meow. Yeah, something like that. Right, we're having our own conversations, are we? He should pay everyone in Jamaica a penny every time his song is played, says Ducky Meow. Yeah. He should pay reparations there. If you want to piggyback off the glory of Jamaica's kingdom, then you know what I mean? You should be the one. M. Dot. Oh dear. All right, we're doing a little drawing here. M.R as a prawn. I'm gonna do this. Here's my image here.
Feel music. Feel music.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the Conor G Show. Who's having fun? Everyone having fun? Are we enjoying the Fakin Jamaican report? I'm not a very good DJ. Welcome in. This is the Conor G Show. This one is Danny B with LSD Woes. Should I take a break? No, let's ply through this M.R stuff and then take a break, right? As you can hear, my throat is getting a little bit scratchy. You like that drawing? All right, every, I don't know, year or 6 months or so, I take a high-res photograph of all the drawings we've done in the show and I post them to the Ko-fi. You can get a high-res PDF of all the drawings that we've done on the show. That's free to everyone that signs up to conorg.show. You get tons and tons of behind-the-scenes videos, extra bonus shows. And now, from now on, it'll be every other show will be behind the paywall. Thank you so much for enjoying the Conor G Show. Subscribe to youtube.com/ConorGillespie for clips of the Conor G Show. Of course, there's nothing like joining in here live with us. So we've got lots and lots of brand new channel points here tonight. Lots of new channel point redemption schemes. Lots of new, Conor G Show emotes. We've got Hyphen, we've got Paul Morrissey, we've got MZ, we've got Madfield Revenge, we've got Lovely Roni, we've got Lucasade, we've got Marcus being electrocuted. We've got the Universal. We finally got the Universal in there. They didn't want to give me that one before because it was a U, but now that I'm a trusted, capable, tolerant streamer, I can have that. We've got Gavino there. We've got Jed. We've got Fancy Marcus. And we've got Young Spencer. He's haven't clocked the new, a couple of the new channel point redemptions yet. All right, so some people would say that my channel here is a M.R hate channel. No, but it's not. We've been following M.R's career for 2 years in this program. I've been following him for much longer. And, you know, he's sort of a lovable little dancing bear, weasel type guy. You know, we thought he was pretty harmless, but every now and then it comes out these wee things where he's like virtue signaling, where he's shouting at a fireman for blocking in a fire engine. He's lying about this, he's lying about that. He's making it seem like him and Snoop Dogg are best mates. So it's M.'s actions that have brought me to this level, okay? And, you know, these emotions that you're seeing, they are exaggerated outwards for a show here. There's lights and camera and a broadcast. So I am overdoing it, but those are emotions that he is inspiring to come out of me. Hate is a normal human emotion, right? Don't ever let anyone... I'm not going to say that. Right, so... But this is not an M.R hate channel. I need you to know that. So I've been hearing all sorts of rumors and accusations about M. Since I posted my smash hit YouTube M.R's exposed clip. There's been all sorts of... I've been getting DMs about M. I've been getting people leaving nasty comments about him. And none of them ever offer any proof whatsoever, so I can't just bring them here to the show. I'm not out to get M. I'm not out to destroy M. I think he's hilarious. I think he's a fascinating character. And when he exposes himself, I find that hilarious, and I love watching people act ridiculous. Okay? So sue me. Take me to jail right now. And, I'm sort of talking to the comments here. I've been getting lots of I got over 400 comments calling me a jealous hater on my M.R clip. And I want to sort of be like... I'm trying to think of some of the... I'm trying to... Let me address some of the things that people were saying constantly. I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember some of them. I was about to say one there, but it just went out of my head. What was I saying? Not the jealous hair thing. Got that covered. What was the other thing? Let me see. So I'm not doing a very good job here. M.Dot's the entertainer, not me. Let me try to think. Did I have some good examples? I feel like I had a good reasoning. Not that I have to. Not that I gotta. What was that I was about to say? Brain's not working now. I've been screaming and shouting for 2.5 hours. Hate channel. No, it's gone. I'm so sorry. What a blunder. Anyway, so this isn't this isn't an M.R hate channel. We cover his antics, and then whatever my response is to watching those, that's just my response. I can't help it. But this is a little channel that I've discovered. It's by Ziggy Banks, right? And this seems to be an M.R hate channel. It's got 15 subscribers. This is M.R got exposed by Xtreme Official 1 month ago. That's 2 minutes. This is bullshit. It's just
So people, what kind of person would I be if I saw what's going on and didn't live on my feet? I found out M Buttplug is a funny guy.
I finds out M Buttplug is a funny guy. So he said he would never diss M. Yeah, here's a video of him dissing M. We're not getting into that. But here's one saying, this is a little edit they've done, editing together a few things exposing M. This one says, M.R gets kicked off stage at Extreme Fest. Oh yeah, that reminds me. What I was about to say, I forgot. I'm so sorry. So I get a lot of these comments saying, oh, it's only white people that hate M. It's only white people that get pressed about M. You just don't know what... You're using the slang term pressed wrong, by the way. You just don't know what it means. Stop using slang if you don't know what it means properly. A lot of people are saying M.R is respected in Jamaica. That's all that matters. And it's like, no. Some people like M. in Jamaica, just like some people like him here. You know, some people love him in Jamaica, just like I used to love him. But that's what a lot of those comments are saying. It's like, why does it matter if Jamaicans love him? Jamaicans don't love him. Jamaicans are normal human beings just like us. They can tell when they see a funny, silly joke, meme song, and when they see, you know, a serious musician. I'm guessing, right? I don't want to speak for them like so many other people were doing. I got one YouTube comment, and he was speaking in patois. Sticking up for M. And then I looked at his account. I look at everyone's accounts. I look through every single commenter's accounts, and I go collect dirt on them. Which is true. I looked up this guy, and I clicked on his profile, and it was just some normal English bloke. He looked like Raw 1210, right? He looked like he was some, I don't know, bricklayer or something. And he was just a normal white English guy. But he was speaking full-on patois in the comments, pretending to be Jamaican. I mean, it's fantastic. Right, so that's all I wanted to say. Do not speak for Jamaicans when you say they respect M. Because here's living proof that they do not respect M. And this is a little clip from Ziggy Banks, the M.R hate channel, which I swear my channel is not. We started out this program loving M.R. He has driven me to these actions. All right, here we go. It's the hit channel. This one's called M.R. Gets Kicked Off Stage at Xtreme Fest. So he's playing his joke meme song, Turn Red.
Every gal a go on bad, me have a silent pattern to make the gal a go on mad. Sitting up it happy, sitting up it sad, sitting up it climax tight, sitting you fit off. Chiggity wiggity slam.
Look at his outfit.
Go up the telewater and body long. If you're looking for your 1 minute man, goddamn, she get the wrong man. Big Bombaclart, leave a bus in my head. I'll take the gal and say you over give me head. When me pop pussy turn red. Gymnastic, no the pussy dead.
So Rob in the chat says, high horse is now insanely expensive. We kind of ruined that for ourselves. You just didn't use it. You just didn't use it enough, and you've lost out on that. Well, not if you save that many channel points. Let's see. I'm trying to encourage you to use some of the other ones here. Let's see. What's live Spencer reaction, says Ducky Mia. Good question. Let's see. This crowd would want to look at themselves doing this to M. as a representative of Jamaican culture. I miss Google Doob, they say in the chat. You hear that? I don't even know if he watches. I invited him out to meet us there the other day. He didn't come. Shiggity wiggity slam, says Tababo. He looks like a full redneck. So I think he just asked for a rewind there or something.
Gymnastic, no the pussy dead. Women they are poor more dog.
What's he saying there? What's he saying there?
No the pussy dead. Women they are poor more dog.
He said pull up a rewind or something for some reason. All right, Ducky Mule has redeemed a live Spencer reaction. Here we go, folks. We got the first ever live Spencer reaction here on the Conor G Show. He liked that one! Yo! Young Spencer, he loved that one.
People, I'm a man. I don't know if it's the color of my skin. I don't know what it is, but I get a woolly per fight. I'll be honest with you, it's mostly white people. They might.
Right, so here he's just talking about exactly what I was talking about there a second ago. You know, people saying, oh, Jamaicans love M. Only white people have a problem with him. And here he is saying to a crowd full of Jamaicans, I got a whole heap of hit. It's mostly white people. But what's going on here? Well, he walked over to the decks, asked her for something, and he comes back to the crowd being all defensive. Which I don't get what is going on here.
I'm a man. I don't know if it's the color of my skin. I don't know.
I'm a man. What?
What it is, but I get a whole heap of fight.
I get a whole heap of fight, which I don't know what that means. I get grief, I think is what that means.
I'll be honest with you, it's mostly white people. They might not understand me.
It's mostly white people. They might not understand me. What are you going on about?
I don't know, but I get a lot of fight in this. All artists get fight, but I'm going to tell you something, they can't slow me down at all. Slow down. Ready? Nobody can slow down. Them can't slow me down, no.
All right, so the crowd weren't feeling Turn Red, so he went to the DJ and asked him to change it to They Can't Slow Me Down, which is one of his Please Don't Bully Me songs. And he's got whole heap of them, right? As does Tuggawar. If you don't know what that kind of song is, I've got a whole segment coming up on that next week. Little Man does a lot of those type of songs, and I found the greatest Why Do These People Be Hating On Me songs by an Irish person, not Little Man, another guy, and I'm going to be playing that for you on next week's show. Let me see what this... Yeah, these I'm Being Bullied songs. Michael Maloney, what do you want to know? Does anybody ever heard of that? There are so many of these people that make these type of songs. Right, so we've just figured out what it was. They weren't feeling the turn red. So he says, right, and he gives them a little introduction to the song. People hate me because I'm white.
All artists get fired, but I'm going to tell you something, they can't slow me down at all. Slow down.
They can't slow me down.
Them can't slow me down, no time at all. Jamaica, listen me, the man. You think you're power to play games? What is that? Kind of bad mind. I mean, you know what they do to mankind. Anytime I live.
So there was some of the love that he gets in Jamaica. The head honcho here saying, cut him off.
When you hide your way off my head, been a left my head, so if you take my head, when the crocodile snaps, not a reptile. Anybody violate, we put them in the dirt, watch a man turn cycle and the body from his
Oh, they've all turned.
Take a little money and the Esther, hey, nobody can slow down, higher. We keep it moving like car and tire, them boy, let them bad, them posted them a liar. A bad mind, them a pre, they believe me, I seen it, they want to see me take or retire. I want G, or you mean, best believe, there's a pre, I go eat, he was squeezed.
I haven't heard this one before. It's kind of cute.
It's a fire. Give me Radam. Lift up that.
Gimme Radam, his big finishing song. He said, no more song you go and play.
Don't want to use sense. Just call the new sense. Yo, the police have no one lock it off.
The police want to lock it off. The police want to lock it off, do they? The fun police? Is it the fun police out there? Word them a white boy in there. Open up! It's the fun police! Get that turned down! Get that white boy off the stage for having too much Rasclatt fun in them.
Yo, the police have no one lock it off. Where's that? Where's they want to lock it off? Me don't know.
This guy did not leave the side of stage here. He did not go speak to the authorities, unless the authorities is the other guy in the purple shirt.
Oh, go on. Maybe too much bad word.
Maybe too much bad word. Yeah, since Jamaicans are known for being such prudes that don't like bad language.
Too much bad word. Jamaica, big up yourself. Make some noise, man. I don't care, man. Woo. Make some noise, man. That is it.
He didn't even get to play Radam, his big finishing song.
Big up M.R. Artists are going good, not true? In going good, and the boss I'm blank on me here. But the artists, yeah, the man there Jamaica now.
Wow. M. Dot. M. Dot. So I just wanted to show that to people, let them know that he does not get respect in Jamaica. It's about the same as here in the UK. Stroke Ireland.
Freedom of opinion will not be tolerated.
Yes. So I was just looking through my notes there and I saw that Tug of War one. It just says, Tug of War, stupid old man eating toast. I miss Kekkle. Something shocking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have been having a wonderful evening tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the Fakin Jamaican report, aka the Rasclatt report. We run out of rhythms, third way into the show. So we're back on some house tings. May I say ting? Do I have all your permission to say ting? Like Paul Morrissey? Got some insane Paul Morrissey stuff coming up for you next week.
Yo, check it.
So you can see now why I've put off this Fakin Jamaican report for 3 weeks in a row, because it's the entire show. It's the entire show. I always had this clocked in it for the last half hour or something. There we go. There's DJ Kruger in the chat. Kruger, check out my emotes here. We've got a good one for you. There's Tug of War. There's the Tug of War emote. You're going to have to catch this on the replay. We did a whole Fakin Jamaican report. We had Xtreme Measure exposing himself as a culture vulture. We had Xtreme Measure dissing Tuggawar. Tuggawars generic geriatric diss tracks, or war dubs, I assume he would like them to be called. We've had, Tuggawar's terrible podcast. No mics on his podcast. We've had him being the stupid old man eating toast, and his racist new song. It's called Bombaclart, and it is the wildest stereotypical cartoonish depiction of Jamaican culture, and I am accusing him of now being a racist. So you've got that to look forward to there. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have our final Fakin Jamaican. This is a woman who, since day one of covering these Fakin Jamaicans, since I introduced M.R to the crowd here 2 years ago, after that very first time introducing M.R, someone asked me, someone demanded that I cover the famous, the respected Tina Rizzle, here live, making her debut on the Conor G Show. It's Tina Rizzle with Buy Out the Dress.
Buy out the dress, buy out the dress. You are the world's greatest. Buy out the dress, buy out the dress. You want the mic, they can never test.
Big up,
buy
Tina.
Out the dress, buy out the dress.
One for fire, two for shite in the chat right now. It's Tina Rizzle with Buy Out the Dress.
We're moving up to the top, on top, boy. You got my love locked down, damn, I'm so into you.
Tina!
Listen to the beat, I bought a dress last week. Gotta be unique, smooth on the beat. We don't come to impress, but they can't help clocking my dress. Go to the dance floor in your new dress, flex. At the bar, the guys can't help
Now,
but
this one
stare.
isn't so
Incredible,
dancehall-y, is it?
Sensational, so sexy. Buy out the
That
dress,
is what she's known
buy
for,
out
though.
The dress, buy out the dress. You are the world's greatest. Buy out the dress, buy out the dress.
One for
buy out
fire,
the
two for
dress.
shite in the
World's
chat right
greatest. Buy
now.
out the dress, buy out the dress, buy out
That's a
the
one
dress.
from
You're
Ducky
the
Mia.
world's
That's a
greatest.
two from Kruger.
When I'm
Hear
next
that,
to
Tina?
you.
DJ Kruger says two for shite.
I'm your girl, you need a
He rates Tuggawar. Whoops.
clean. I'm a real queen. Chandelier ceilings, Havana fan, Havana Cuba.
Two for the
Drinking
dress, though.
rum, having fun.
It's a two
Your
from
love
our Rich.
I've been waiting for so long.
He also
too
loves
long.
Tugger.
Keep the relationship going strong. Loving you,
All right.
boy. Enjoying every moment. Buy out the dress. Buy out the dress.
All right, Tina. All right, Tina. Let's pause on that one. I think we that one's more. What genre? What genre would you even call that, Tina? Let's see. Let's find a more dancehall type one, a more Jamaican type one. This one looks like Tuggawar. This is out of the Tuggawar playbook. This one. All right, that last one was 80% shite. Okay, let's refresh the poll.
We not afraid of them. We not afraid of them. We not afraid of none of them. We not afraid of them. We not
Right, this is a
afraid of them.
classic Tuggawar style war
Not
dub.
afraid of none of them. We not afraid of them.
One for
We not
fire,
afraid
two
of
for
them.
shite. It's
We
Tina
not afraid
Rizzle
of
with
them.
We Not
We
Afraid of None of Them.
We not afraid of them. We not afraid of them. We not afraid of them. We not afraid of none of them.
Go
We
on,
not afraid
Tina!
of them. Go on the mic and I just start spitting. A fool is a fool. Tell the fool stop tripping. Don't say shit if you wanna stay living. Don't start something you ain't finishing.
Where did she
A
buy the
buster's a
dress?
buster. This is a blockbuster.
Peacock, says
Cops
Rob.
pull you over. Stop
Giant
that
two for
buster.
this one,
You
says
afraid of
Kruger.
the Stugsters. You afraid of the music. You afraid that the girls start something. Got the rap game in a chokehold since I was 14 years
Come on,
old.
Tina,
How
impress
many
us.
years is that? You a sucker, stand back buster from that Illuminati shit, bitch. I'm taking.
See, I have to be nice about Tina Rizzle, otherwise it just looks like a complete hater.
Buy you a Porsche, you buy you the gold. You're not afraid to sell out your soul. Half of the story's never been told. Slap it down like a domino, phenomenal. All the people should follow, get with it like Cristiano Ronaldo. While I spit, so sick with it, so slick like Slick Rick. Pick you aside. I ain't finished, I ain't finished. We're not afraid of them, we're not afraid of them. Haitian voodoo or black magic. We're not afraid of them, we're not afraid of them. Envy, bad mind, we're not afraid of them. We're not afraid of them, we're not afraid of them.
So poor Tina, she didn't get any views in these videos, so I'm just scrolling through her videos here, looking to find her most popular one. And here's one from like a month or two ago, 2 months ago. This has 1.3K. This is like her most watched. This Let's check this out. Looks like she stole these visuals from a different... Everyone says 2 for that one, Tina. I'm so sorry. Right, let's give you another chance here. This one's called Tina Rizzle with Flex Dance. Go on, Tina! Go on, you girlie. Looks like she stole this B-roll. 1 for 5, 2 for shaking the chat.
Wiggle it, touch your knees
Yeah,
and flex.
Tina, where did you steal this B-roll from here? There's no way you paid for this.
Move it to the side and to the left. Flex, touch your knees and
There
flex.
she is.
Flex, put down your
Big
phone.
sexy
text.
Tina!
Cause your body feeling stressed.
Here's my message
Touch your knees
to
and
you
flex.
officers.
Go forward, go back, feel blessed, blessed. They don't really know me, you know me, you know. They don't really know me, you know me, you know. I never borrow,
Windows
so no,
Movie
you
Maker
know.
font.
If you never heard about me, better get to know. They don't really know me, you
Go on,
know me, you
Tina!
know. I never borrow, so
Go
no,
on,
you,
Tina!
you know. If you ain't heard about me, better get to know. Tina,
Hello, everybody.
Tina,
Get to know
bad
me.
girl for sure. Touch your knees and flex. Touch your knees and flex. Exercise is the best. Move your body to the north, south and west. When you go
Come
low,
on, 1
wine
for
go
5,
low.
2
Touch
for
your knees
shite.
and flex.
It's Tina with Flex That
I mean,
Booty.
they can't test. Cause I'm simply the best. TV, plasma, cinema, flex. Make your girl feel vexed. Real impress, and
She's
I don't
wearing
play
a
chess,
Buy the
just watch
Blender
way I
bandana,
flex.
they're saying in the chat.
bulletproof vest, no diamonds on my neck. Wear PVC, not lace. We the baddest in the place. Touch your knees and flex.
None of these have been very Jamaican-y, have they?
Work it, sweet
I feel like we need to finish on a very Jamaican-y one.
body moving in a slow motion. I love you, baby. I love the
They're
way
all
you
saying
stand.
2, Tina.
You are the one.
Tina, I'm giving you a
Exciting,
1.
clever.
You make,
I love the way you
I'm
stand.
just
Take my hand.
delighted
Travel many
to have a
lands.
breath of
Culture,
fresh air
music
here.
is a language you understand. Universal, worldwide. Everybody feel the rhythm, feel the vibe, feel the vibe.
Tina, just you're a new Fakin Jamaican. I'm feeling good. You put me back in a good mood here. All these other man damn have been really ruining my vibe.
Then just flex. Touch your knees and flex. Bad girl style, my style is blessed. Hop, skip, jump, then you just 1 minute. Keep up with me. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4
Tucker Meal says, get her older stuff. I found her on TikTok ages ago. Yeah, I was like, first time I ever spoke about M.R, people were demanding that I cover Tina Rizzle. Let's see here. Come on, Tina.
shape, sit to the rhythm and wide up your waist. Touch your knees and flex. Chicken nuggets, fries or breast. Ketchup,
Tina.
barbecue, mayonnaise, flex. Burger King, Tesco, Sainsbury's, flex. I ain't even started
I feel like she
shopping
definitely
yet.
has a
Any
song
style you
called
want.
Bombaclart or something like. Right, let's go to Tina Rizzle. All filters. Let's see. Most popular view count. Sort by view count. The Rizzle playlist. Tina Rizzle. Trashy Dawn and Tina Rizzle. So I don't want her to share the stage with an actual Jamaican. I need her to be... We're talking faking Jamaicans here. Tina Rizzle, No Guns music video.
The people, they can simply ban the gun. They
Hold on. All right. Let's just go. Let's listen to one with her and Trashy Dawn. You know, the people love Trashy Dawn as well, you know. Viking remix.
love style me, I make me a world greatest. Tina Rizzle
got
this.
30 Tina videos
Rizzle
open
this.
here at
Try not
once.
to tell.
We are dealing with stars. Tell them get to you so we no got time for war.
All right, this one, Trashy Dawn featuring Tina Rizzle with Viking remix. This is their most viewed video. 1 for 5, 2 for shite.
I'm a Viking, I'm a fight, I'm a real Celtic warrior for thousands of years. My people traveled the seas, who suffered famine, still fighting.
That's a
disease.
two. Two for Kruger.
They stole our gold, they destroy our history, burnt down a library, ancient.
She's like Missy Elliott. She's like Mrs. Elliott, says Rob.
Not to reason and tremble because of World War III.
We are dealing with stars. Tell them get to you so we no got time for war.
We no got time for war.
White lights, so you could have black like tar. I love we are dealing with stars. You could have come from here, you could have come from far. I true love, we are dealing with real love. We are dealing with love, we are dealing with stars.
I'm just going to be getting Tina Rizzle recommended videos for the rest of my life now because of this here. Right. Videos. Tina Rizzle videos. Releases. Home. I really need to search by
views. Me, refugees lost at sea. Someone help, have mercy, people are dying daily. God protect us all. Don't make us fall. We all in God's hands, we all in God's plans. Remember the Lord Jesus was crucified and the earth runs red. Babylon are telling us a story, but half's been said.
Look, we are dealing with stars. Tell them get to you so we no got time for war. I look, we are dealing with stars.
Sorry. Not a good DJ like Kruger here. Right, last one from Tina.
They lack of the flow, what I got. Pop up on my style, my flow is something that you want. Something you never have, that's why you get mad straight, motherfucker, I ain't playing. My lyrics attack like a tiger, snap, crocodile.
You would wear this Stucky Me All. This wee outfit's just gone on. Alright, 1 for fire, 2 for shine. It's Tina Rizzle. 1 for fire, 2 for shine. It's Tina Rizzle featuring Trashy Dawn. Whole world talk and explicit music video.
Get mad, I get fucked up out through my phone. 9 to 5, I should be spitting rhymes.
Last one from Tina. She's got end of the night makeup on, so Stucky Me On. That's a 2 from Don G.
I'm kidding. How these suckers rapping? What the fuck they chatting? My flow's got.
You can't say we didn't give you a chance, Tina.
Fail tracking. These bitches would be packing. I ain't got time for chit chatting.
You can't say I didn't give you a chance, Tina. Ask anyone in the chat here. I'm never this nice about anyone, ever. Your mum's rapping outside the school gates again.
You look sad, cheer up, lad. We used to be close. I don't do jokes, joking about my fam. I put you in a chokehold, rap physicality. My mind is power. 2nd, 3rd, 4th chapter. I'm getting better. Razor, trimming, Tina Rizzle in the building. I ain't worried about the money and the damn thing funny. I creep up behind you when I hear you saying something. Pick up a Brit award. Bad chick, they gon' respect
I don't know
me
what
in
type
this
of
biz.
dance
I
that
flow
was.
hard, real bars. But the hell's my jag?
Generic drill dance.
Twist them, not them. Listen my lyrics, let me show you what I got. How you think you could test my style? Physicality, strong mentality. With God on my side, I'm ready to ride. Illuminati, we ain't afraid of nobody. Big body, no lyrics. These bitches gotta be tripping. What the fuck?
His shorts and her dress match a wee bit. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Tina Rizzle's debut on the Conor G Show. Everybody, welcome into DJ Jungle Bunker. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight, live on the Conor G Show. That's me wrapped up for the night. Everybody, don't panic. That was the Fakin Jamaican report. Everybody, thank you so much for paying attention to this program. Thank you so much for being involved in the Conor G Show. Now, hopefully that amount of Fakin Jamaicans in one go will make everybody sick of them, so they'll never want to hear another thing about them again. Oh, one thing that I wanted to make sure that I said, so then I could edit it back into the clip later, was Xtreme Official got that tattoo. He said he got that tattoo on his face to differentiate himself from M.R and Tuggawar and the rest of the Fakin Jamaicans. If that's not an identity crisis, then I don't know what is. I think these poor men have something missing from their lives, and they've just filled that void with cosplaying as a Jamaican. Is there anything wrong with that? No. But there's also nothing wrong with the rest of the world going, you're a big weirdo, mate. All right? That was the Fakin Jamaican report, and this is the Conor G Show. Hello, everybody. No, I did this new outro bit here, and it looks like there was no audio playing during the little sign-off bit, which was supposed to be a spectacular new ending for you all here. But it looks like I mucked it up. Let me try it again. Don't worry, I'll be able to edit it all out after. If I make a clip, I don't know, might not be arsed. It was silent. Right, let me see. Computer audio. All right. I'll put you back in the end screen, and then we'll see if I can redo that. Just to see. Stick around if you want. The show's over now. You're not going to miss anything. I'll probably rate out, see one of my favorite DJs on Twitch, rate into them, and say hello, give them like, subscribe, follow, and comment. If you want, whatever. The show's over. Good night. You don't have to stay up. This is just some housekeeping here. Just to show you how the show was meant to end this evening. If you want, like, whatever. Studio mode. Hello, 1, 2. Yeah, so there should be music playing at that part there. There should be music playing over that. You've heard the music before. Let me see. Ignore this bit. This isn't part of the show. Ignore this. This is housekeeping here. This is extra bonus. No one should be watching this. In fact, everybody leave right now. I may have just exported the video without audio. I don't know. So I just exported them without the audio this time. I'll probably forget that for next week. Oh, shit. All right, here. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me this evening here live on the Conor G Show. It has been a magical time for me. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. Hopefully I didn't make a fool of myself. Hopefully M.R will beg for our forgiveness. All right, thanks, and good night. Let's go right into Grow TV. He's a really lovely man from Scotland. I think you're going to like him. He plays jungle drum and bass and stuff. And he has one long dreadlock, which I think you're going to like too. but you rarely get to see that, so maybe if you're lucky. All right, thanks everyone, and good night. If I said anything to hurt or offend anyone, I deeply regret it and take it back. It's just not that serious. Thanks, good night.